tried to help you. I needed that, cause that just showed me that you niggas selfish. My biggest fear now is failing, cause I helped too much. Too busy worrying about people and not myself enough. Man, fuck all that shining and blowing money, I'm getting back to the grit. It's winter time, I'm back stacking my shit. Nigga, I was throwing grams too, said he gon' get it jamming and cut me off. You gon' need me before I need you, that's your fucking loss. I've been playing with them grim bows, a fucking boss. Trying to steal before you came up, that's why you lost. I see that fake in you. Your image of facade, so much snake in you. I told my bitch don't ask me nothing, I'm in grind mode.
I just come back from
Miami, man. I can't. Zones in the 9
I ain't doing no drinking for a
I
minute.
get the extras, now we got more shit. Fiends rapping good little pills, that a big bullshit. Yeah, put 27 in my 30s, don't stuff them so they don't jam. That money ain't about nothing, 500 on rubber bands for 700 on a chopper trap, jumping nigga, we loaded. Stuff 10 in these Amaris right now, these bitches bloated. You heard? You thought that I was finished, didn't you? You got a ball on niggas that ain't see potential in you. Corner boy blues round this bitch. Every other week we make the news round this bitch. We watching niggas houses while they moving they shit. Late night Mike.
Go tell a friend, man, we in the building. The brothers in the building.
You know how I do with that yay too. I watch my little man go crazy off K2. Free my little
cookie
a big
shit.
part of the play too. OCD on my ass, I'm still running the yay through.
Free the guys.
What you do when you dish out 100 smacks and it's 10 pills short? Yeah, I want it back. You ain't get your stash hit, I ain't with none of that. Lil' cuz stole from a nigga, ain't no coming back. I want more out of life, I done seen this. Nigga mad cause my block banging and we got the same fit.
Yo, this
Yeah.
Nephew, what's up, nephew?
No excuse.
Fucking with nephew down, man.
Shit. Motherfucking city hard. No, stand the fuck up, nigga. 1-5 with my gun high. West Baltimore certified. You heard me clearly say. You heard me clearly, man. That's the boy YG Tech, no excuses, man. Raw dope, freestyle exclusive, man. That bitch at 50,000, man. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, man, and run them fucking numbers up. And check this out, man. I got a Raw Dope podcast alumni, and for some reason, you people ain't been able to see him on the camera, man. But I done introduced him so many times, man, that it's just natural to me. Now, when you think about the projects and you think about the way of East Baltimore, this man's name is Heavy. And at one time, the name was Heavy in a negative way. Yeah. But he turned this negative into a positive. This man was rapping when rapping wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Before he got physically fit, he was making fat niggas look good with the Gucci shit
with the
on the album cover. With the album cover with his son with the same shit. The first guy from Baltimore to actually do a gangster grill, man. You feel me? And then you know he took his fall and he came back more positive and strong, man. I got the boy 100 grand in the building by the way of East Baltimore.
Man, what's up? Y'all know me from the gram and everything else. Yeah, man, I'm 100. What they say? I'm a influencer. That's a new term.
Influencer.
Man, I'm on man now for real.
Entrepreneur. And listen, man, this other man, when I say turning the mustard seed into something, if y'all seen the episode a few weeks back, I had the Nacho Banger brothers in here.
Okay.
And they turned the mustard seed into something. And this guy I knew for well 20 years now, right? And this man, you know, was in the mud. This man was this man been through the trenches. This man stood on courtside fighting attempted murders. This man just had a 25-year no parole sentence. This man got out of prison, man. This man trained himself before he went to prison, but then he hit some bumps in the road which drove him back to his old mentality. And then Allah set him down for 25 years, and he did a little bit of 5 years on 25, but he reinvented himself, man. He's got one of the up and coming $1 million companies out here, Be More Lightning, man. I got the boy Sekwan Merritt in the fucking building. What's up, brother?
What it is,
man.
Definitely.
So listen, what I like to do on this show, and we start one at a time, I like to introduce my audience before we get into 100, you know, big OG.
Introduction pretty good, man.
Thank you. I watch a lot of podcasts.
Make a nigga want to go do some burpees or something.
I
got me pumped up. Like, damn, really, yo.
Yeah. So listen, I just want, starting with you, 100. You know what I mean? We pay our respects to the big homies. Starting with you, man. Just give our audience a little rundown of who you are and a little bit of where you coming from.
I'm just I'm kind of like I'm born and raised in Baltimore. I'm just the kind of guy that fell down, and when I fell down, I got back up. And in doing so, I learned some things. You know what I'm saying? and I experience is a great teacher, man, and I'm just trying to give back, to the young in the community, man, in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got to touch the on them. I'm telling you, it's hot. You feel me? That's all it is, bro.
What part of the city you from?
East Baltimore.
I told him
from the way of Latrobe projects or whatever, man. At this point, man, it's just like I feel like Baltimore's in dire need of somebody that's relatable, that can give them game and make the transition in life a little easier. Because, man, it's nothing like life. It's nothing gonna hit you harder than life. Feel me? I don't give a shit how much you practice boxing. It's nothing gonna hit you like life. You feel me? So yeah, that's about pretty much it, man. But let's go in. You already know. Let's
what's
get
up?
it.
So say, introduce our audience to yourself.
Already.
All right, man. My name's Sekwan Merritt, man. You hear him, he gonna call me Say.
Yeah,
the name from the block used to be Say. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, my name's Sekwan Merritt, man. As he said, man, I was born in New York, by way and transitioned down here to Baltimore, as a young adolescent. And this kind of way, I got a lot of my roots at, man, the survival skills, man.
Absolutely.
I hit some bumps in the road, man. I met my good brother Ham over here, in Park Heights, where I had some experiences, man, where I got a lot of my street experiences from, and I can't even say unfortunately, at this time, man, because, it taught me a lot. And chiming in on what the brother Hunter said, that's what I'm here for, man.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to give brothers out there in the streets someone to identify with, that come from the same things they came from, and allowing them to be able to say, like, wow, I can do that. You know what I mean? I could be a master electrician.
Absolutely.
I could have my own contracting company, because I think when I was coming off that block in St. Ambrose, when I was coming out them houses, getting ready to get my grind day started, I never really had anybody that looked like me that owned a business, that was businessman. So I couldn't gravitate towards that. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it was a difference when I'm coming from school and I got my teachers from out Harwood County or Hartford County that don't live how I live, and they telling me what I can be.
Absolutely.
It's like, I hear you while I'm in school,
you want to
but
see it.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's nothing like the visual, Pep.
Exactly.
Right.
It's nothing like the visual, because I can't identify with you, but I can identify with Big Ham.
Right.
Me and him was eating water and cereal, 1 week before, and then the next week Big Ham got a pocket full of money. He fresh and he's sitting on a brand new caddy. So him, being financially successful in that aspect makes it more real to me. And, unfortunately at that time, that's what, a lot of young brothers gravitate to.
Absolutely.
Who they can identify with. And, we just trying to change that narrative, man. That's what I'm here for. That's
Absolutely.
what I'm trying to do.
And let me add to that, like, from the opposite perspective, the opposite spectrum. The one thing that disappoints me about my generation is that I feel like if they have a platform and they change their lives around and they doing the right thing, I feel like they obligated to give back to the community, because they helped destroy that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I feel that way, and what pains me when I see my generation act like they're in competition with this era or this breed. Man, nigga, wait, how? It's their turn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nigga, you dragged in 2000.
Exactly.
It's over.
Exactly. I feel that, man. And that's a problem, I believe, a lot of, brothers our age have 40, 38. You coming home, stop veering their lane. That's their lane. Why are you veering their lane? And that's the reason why you have, sometimes, unfortunately, those unfortunate murder reports, and you see it's a younger guy that did something to somebody that's 40, 45. It's because you're, in there trying to dictate their life.
In the way.
I'm not doing that. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to advise you as best as possible.
Right,
but I'm not going to be out there on the streets with you, in cars with you while you hit. None of that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's weird, because now you bring me down to eye level.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to when we have a conflict, these young kids, they do what they do, and then it's a combatant,
you treat everybody fair, but you don't treat everybody the same. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of growing to become what we call an OG, because, our intellect is different. We've been through different shit. Like I tell my son, I said, man, listen, I've been 15. You ain't never been 28. You ain't never been 30, 35. You feel what I'm saying? So I've seen some things. I've been through some things. That's all.
And our kids don't understand that when I don't have no kids, but I'm just saying that.
So you ain't claiming the kid?
I ain't
I'm just
claiming.
messing with you.
No, I got like some stepkids, but
Absolutely.
feel me. But that's what I say. I say that to older guys all the time. I'm like, yo, stop acting like you wasn't a dumb motherfucker before. Like the old niggas ain't tell you was doing stupid shit.
It was wild as shit.
That's why I stopped at. Like, shorty, I ain't gonna tell you that we ain't do dumb shit. We wasn't out of control and act like that's a big problem when motherfuckers act like you wasn't from over there.
They say old wise men was once dumb young niggas. It's
exactly.
Okay.
And I
fall out, shorty. Get your bumps and bruises, man. Like the longest thing you're gonna do in life is live. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I hate the way that they attacked in the Squeegee Boys, and we can get.
I was
that.
a Squeegee kid. Listen,
yeah, me too.
Yo, I was a Squeegee kid, and you know back then, you know the Orioles Stadium was on 33rd Street.
Yeah, I remember.
So we used to be on North Avenue.
Park.
I think is that Charles? No, one of them. I think it's North Avenue and Charles, and we used to wait for the traffic to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they didn't allow us to, you know, to wash their cars, we'd run up and tell them, can you have a small donation to the Squeegee Club, man? I mean, they out there hustling. They ain't killing, they ain't robbing nobody. They ain't, you know what I'm saying?
And they said the Squeegee kid told the mayor, Jack Young, he said, shit, if we can't do Squeegee, then we going to get a pack. He like, you'll go to jail for that. Then he said, we going to start knocking heads off for money.
Now, this is the thing, this is what I tell the young guys who don't. I never tell a guy what to do when it comes to female kids. What I tell you is consequences. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because the feds ain't gonna never run out of Ray Russell sweatsuits.
No,
I'm just generational, my nigga. Them khakis and shit, they gonna have this shit for our kids.
Exactly.
That commissary, it's gonna have the same turkey law.
It's one thing, man. I realize that, man.
You go ahead and do what you need to do, bro. Because I'm not that kind. I'm not that kind of guy that said, yo, you ain't. No, what I'm telling you is that bus ride to Kentucky, with them handcuffs, will numb your shit.
Man,
that's all I'm saying.
All holidays, man.
Absolutely.
The doors open, man. You
there
know,
you
when everybody
that turkey phony and shit in jail.
Thanksgiving,
that shit
Christmas,
phony and shit. Because you ain't with your loved ones, man.
But
and they play with you and feed you at noon.
Yeah, absolutely.
You be hungry and shit at 5 o'clock. You nigga hook up on Thanksgiving after you ate Thanksgiving. Shit is crazy.
Yeah. But going back to what you said about them not not stopping making great jumpsuits. I was saying the far as them holidays, man, they lock you up any day, 24 hours a day, 365 a year.
Absolutely.
You know, they always open. You know what I mean? Jail is a spot that's always open. But going back to the Squeegee
jail is a spot that's always open. It's like 7-11.
That's what I'm telling you.
I like that. Jail is a spot that's always open.
Yeah,
you ain't lying about that.
They love guests.
Yeah,
they love company.
Niggas get locked up 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
They don't never close.
Jail loves company. I never thought about that. They love company.
But going back to the Squeegee Boys, man. Shout out, man, to the president of the Squeegee Boys, man, Lil Nick, man. Me and him, talk every so often. I went down there and definitely got my car washed their first day out. But what I want to try to provide, man, for the younger brothers, man, to say to them, man, is like, what I believe we missing, and what I had missing is that education of, being an entrepreneur. Absolutely. A lot of people is something that I had mentioned, man, when I was speaking on the licensing bill, and it's called necessity entrepreneur.
Right.
Now, this term came up, I believe, from Africa. And this term, what meant is people are entrepreneurs and provide for themselves out of a means to survive.
Absolutely.
Like you have people in Africa that don't eat. Oh, boom, they go get a fruit on the side of the road. They put it on their head. Now this is what I'm doing. I'm selling this in the market. Absolutely. You understand?
Absolutely.
Now how quick and bam, how does that relate to what we doing out here on these streets?
I'm gonna tell you what happened when social media came.
Mm-hmm.
Social media took out the earner title, meaning that you ain't got to earn to look like you earn. Let me explain.
Yeah.
If I take your chain, I take his watch, I take his shoes, it look like I earned everything.
But you took a shortcut.
Now, before social media, you had to actually earn that shit. Like before social media, people had to actually like you because they had to meet you.
Yeah.
Now motherfuckers like a motherfucker they don't even know when they seem like, damn, but that filter like that. You know, the thing what they seem like on the ground.
Smoke screen.
Absolutely.
Smoke screen. You're attracted to the smoke screen. So it takes it away from you working hard.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's what I was saying, back to, the brothers, out there on the corner. Some people are not meant. I remember, I forgot what doctor said it. Everybody's not meant to go to college. You understand what I'm saying? You got some people from our community that has innate qualities to just get it, has quick thinking
Absolutely.
to just do something. So why can't we teach them what's needed?
Right.
You feel me? In regards to business, legitimate business, legitimate ways to provide for themselves, and expose them to that. An LLC, you feel me? I did that when I first came home. Second day home,
and it's the
$180, 7 questions. That was done. I got my LLC down the state.
But this what I know about, like, even, you know, my experiences. Yo, let me tell you something. Somebody gotta want it. Yo, this is the one thing that I respect about the guy Chino. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Chino, man.
Gotta
get Chino.
And I was telling, you know, my little homie this. I say, do you follow Chino? He's like, no, I don't follow. I said, why? He said, why should I? I say, my nigga, the one thing he showed all of us that you can accomplish. Yo, he's making a nice living from riding a dirt bike. Yeah. I need you to understand what I'm saying when I say this, my nigga. He inspired people from riding a dirt bike. You can do any motherfucking thing. And that led to what? Him having been in the fashion, him being in the movies.
But see,
but a person will make an excuse quick of what they can't do. You see what I'm saying?
And I'm all the way in line with everything you saying.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because just let's take that. Let's go there. Let's take that. Let's take Chino on the dirt bikes. Now he's in the fashion and all these other things. But people don't know what goes on behind the scenes that get him paid.
Absolutely.
And that's their business.
Absolutely.
That's the reason why I say
you're right. But the thing is, the quintessence of it is, he was up and down the street practicing on that dirt. Yo, you listen.
Just a kid.
Exactly. What the hell can't you do?
Remember we was up and down right to town road.
He did something, and then somebody.
Chino was popping with his age. I heard he was nice on the bike.
Yeah, because I was
around
in. It was like the little nigga Chino popping the wheelies coming through. I'm like, damn, it was him and
Day, Willie Wayne.
I know Willie Wayne kind of my
Pee Wee, but all of them just when on the 12 o'clock boys. And that's one thing I want to say too.
Shout out to my dad,
I said when I do like my some like documentary shit, I was ready to say a lot of people take Baltimore culture. Now I've been a lot of places. I can prove that. The dirt bike things and riding them things on the streets. It was the Nike boots, the New Balance.
Absolutely.
You know, the club music. I get up fucking New Jersey. I'm at a party. Shout out to Newark, New Jersey. I'm at a party. And they say, yeah. I said, the fuck is that they playing? Because they done took the Baltimore club music and added some shit to it. Say, no, nigga, that's house music. No, I say, nigga, that's club music. That they done made a twist to it. So they've been taking our style from Baltimore for a long time.
But the crazy thing is how we are not comfortable with our own style.
Exactly.
We copy somebody else's style.
Right.
And people copy us. You looking like, what the hell? Be yourself, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
It don't make no sense. So, honey, let me get into some questions, though. So when you, like, what inspired you to first start rapping? Just take me back to that 1993 100.
Oh, that was the how can I explain what kind of 100 that was? That was the step on the feet 100 game, and you step on my. I'm trying to put that ham on your ass. That was young. I was immature. I was unintelligent. What you talking about 93?
Yeah,
now
93.
you go to the starting the rap 100. It was almost like I was in a game and I was trying to find out how can I legalize my money quickly. So first I started. I tried to sign a few cats through music. Actually, my little brother started making beats, and you know anything he do, eventually he just get nice at it. And then it went from there. And I started trying to sign guys, and then I got behind the guy Caddy the Don. He was hot for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Then he ended up going to the feds, and my brother that made the beats ended up going to the feds. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do this shit myself." So I went to Squirrel Wide and said, "Man, I'm just going to rap over beats." And the rest was history. You know what I'm saying? And then nigga Jay Claxton told me, you need to make a song about a woman. You keep talking about dope and shit. And I came out with the Wet. So that's pretty much what happened, man, today.
That was like your biggest record, right?
Hell yeah, that was my biggest record, man. They started. I couldn't believe they was playing. Yo, listen, yo. Yo, listen, you need to understand, yo. I made the most I made off a show. Somebody gave me $7,000 to do something I would have done for free. I need you to understand what I'm saying. They just words, bro. Call me down Carolina December. That's the first time I experienced a groupie. All that.
Right.
I was hot. Like, yo, people was like laughing at my jokes and I wasn't even trying to be funny. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that music thing was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my whole thing, and I was in the streets, and it really wasn't a money issue for me. It was like, how can I get out the streets? Because it don't last. And I end up going in after that.
So when you went in after that, what you going for? Like, cause we remember you was hot. Then they was like, man,
they listen, man. I swear they can't.
Heard you got caught with a brick in the car.
Hell no, man. Listen, man.
150,000. They went up in your car.
They went in the house and got probably almost 400 and something grams. And I'm saying it now because I already got did the time for, so you can't come back.
Right.
But yeah, so but when I was at the time I was messing with this girl, I was in her house, but they went in my house and they went in my man's studio. So they went in my man's studio, fuck this shit up. Mike Mack, shout out to my man Mike Mack, Architect Studio. Then they went to at my house and went in there and got all my shit, got my CDs and all that shit, and with this shit. And then they went to my girl house. But when they came in my girl house at the time, this is no bullshit. You know, she was on Utah Street, so they came through the top window and the back window. So I'm like, how you get to the front window? Would you climb from the roof? When they lock him, I'm like, dang, did I kill somebody while I was drunk? I went out that night. What the fuck did I do? I shoot when I was drunk. I swear to God, I said, man, there's nowhere else for no drugs.
Right.
And they said, well, we been to the house. They had my poster and shit. I said, all right, shit, I'm all right. But no, I wasn't.
He said, no, I wasn't.
No, man, they sent me with the big boys, man. And then when I seen my name and it said my name versus the United States, I started farting instantly. As the nervous, I'm like, me versus Obama? How can you beat Obama, my nigga?
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Man. Shit. They were talking about, man, I'm telling you, man. As soon as I got over to Superman, they was telling me, like, I'm telling you, honey, yo, you need to cop out the 10 the new 5. I said, not where I'm from. 10 has always been the old 10. Fuck you talking about?
10 years of my life. That's all I know.
That's a Dion.
Yeah. You shitting talking about 10 the new 5. Yeah. No, Slim. The first offer they came with 13 and some shit like that. And I'm like, no, man, I can't take no 13. Hell no. My kid's 5. There's no way I'm taking no 13. But my man, like, no, it's just different from the state. They go up. The longer you sit, they go up. I said, I'm taking my chances. So I end up copping out to a plea. You know, usually dudes get the CP to put the cap on it so they can't come sentence you past. Yeah. So I end up copping out from 0 to 20. So I could have got from 0 to 20. But you know, when I went to court, the judge was like, it was too much disparity in my case, meaning it was too far apart for me to be a career criminal. Like, how the hell are you a career criminal? You got a charge here, then 10 years later, got charged here. He's not a career criminal, so they end up giving me 60 months. That was the happiest I ever been in my life, my nigga, getting 5 years. You need to understand that. It was like I got married. Oh shit, I got 5 years. Man, I was happy as shit because I seen them give a nigga his height. Damn. Then they gave a nigga 5'11". Cause that was my cell, but he come back from court. I thought he stepped in some shit. He shitted on himself. Nobody tell a story all the time. I tell my sons, he come back from court, and I'm like, dang, he as he walking, he trying to touch like he can't see the wall right there. So he trying to hold on to the wall. And nigga about to pass out. But he's smelling like shit. So I thought he stepped in some shit. So I'm trying to figure how he stepped in some shit from the courthouse in the Supermax. But he shitted on himself. And all he kept saying was, they gave me my height. I'm trying to figure. I thought the nigga was going crazy. So I got the fuck up out of here. I went in the day room and shit. I thought the nigga was going to kill himself. 511 months. So what I want everybody out there to do now is say it's 12 months in a year. They gave him 511 months. And won't y'all post on my live right now?
360 is 30 years.
Well, 120 is 10 years.
Yeah. 360 is 30.
They smoked him. He gonna be the best stir fry making motherfucker in the world by the time they get about this bitch.
Yo, I'm saying, so if 180 is 30, yeah. 360 is 30, add another 180 to that, it's 45 years.
He got I think he got 29. I think he gave some back, but back then, yo, when the nigga I started adding that shit up, I jumped on the phone with my lawyer the next day. Man, I need to cop out. I need to cop out now. Yeah. Listen, you need to talk to people now. I can't take 5'11". Come on, nigga, I'm 5'6" now. Shit, I can't do that.
I'm 5'8" and 3/4.
Yeah.
God, you 6 feet.
I tell niggas that story all the time. I say, yo, listen, you talk all that tough ass shit, and then when you go
what was his charge though? Like career
drugs. But he talking all that shit because when I first met him, you know me, I'm a Baltimore nigga. He from up top, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, y'all niggas ain't fighters. So I'm getting the feel like, what the fuck you mean we ain't fighters? I'm thinking talking about some biggest physical shit. But he talking about like fighting in the courtroom. Mm-hmm. You know, so my man tell me ain't nobody no fighters over here, champ. Niggas cop out over here. Fight if you want. They gonna wear your ass out.
He fought.
So he end up blowing trial. So he come back in the cell again, boy. I'm gonna end up getting about 15. I'm gonna get this back this time. Just breaking the law down. I'm looking at him like, hope so. Yo came back with that 5'11", slim. I seen stars, man. The next day, yo, listen. That's when I went on cop out to that 0 to 20. Yeah,
I would have did it too, man. 511 months, man. I'd have told that man. I'm honestly speaking. After you do me like that, I got to tell you, suck my dick. Cause there ain't nothing else to say. Cause this is my last time in civilization seeing normal people. So my words, your honor, suck my dick.
I'm gonna be straight up with you, yo. And this is the thing. The one thing I respect about the federal government is this. You know, in a state, you can hide who you really is. Not what the feds is going to show. When they start quoting them kind of numbers, you're going to know what kind of man you is. They're going to give you that mirror. They're going to give you that mirror, my nigga. When you're cop, you're low end is 20, you hope you get 20, or they're going to give you that mirror. Man, niggas, man, I'm telling you, man, niggas was telling like a motherfucker over that. My niggas was singing like a motherfucker. They could start an R&B group over that bitch. Niggas was going, man, fuck y'all. Man, I said, man, niggas was like, yo, but the hood ain't going to respect you. Like, fuck the hood. I ain't never come back to niggas was telling. Let me tell you something about snitching, my nigga. Us guys in the street, we have this imaginary morals and principles that we live by, man. We gonna stand up. I never told on a nigga in my motherfucking life. But a rat nigga gonna always make out. That's why I say, beware the nigga that say, I don't care what the motherfucker think about him. That's the nigga to tell. Everybody care what somebody think about him. Ain't gonna tell. Because you care what a motherfucker would think about you. Because if nobody find out, dog, half the jail will tell. But people finds out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, my nigga, them peoples will show you who the fuck you really is, my nigga. And when I'm on the phone, my lawyer like, nigga, please get me 9 years. Beg them. Name a sane person would beg to get 9 years in prison.
I know some niggas that just got caught on that indictment begging for that 9.
Yeah, niggas real.
Yeah, niggas say anything. 10 to new 5.
I got a homeboy
10 to new 5.
Shout out to my man, Demetrius Smith, yo. He been locked up about 20-something years. He ended up getting 40. And he got the time because it was a friend of mine who had life in prison because of for murder. So when he get locked up with the feds, he went to them like, listen, you ain't do this. Like, his charge didn't even carry 40 years. But he went to them like, yo ain't do this. What you mean? I was there. I didn't do it, but he didn't do it. So he ended up beating his case. And because he wouldn't tell on a nigga that really did it, they gave him 40. But he could have went in and said, fuck that nigga. Because they was actually beefing. But as a man, he like, no, man, I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them reactions, man, from that time, man, is definitely different, man.
Absolutely.
It's definitely different, man. So when they sentenced me back in 2012, right? 25 years, no parole, right? For 2 grams, 2.4 grams of heroin.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
17 caps, right? Baltimore County, 3rd charge, right? You know, most of my charge, you know, was right where me and Ham was at, Wrightstown, St. Ambrose. I ain't think it was nothing. I'm just a young kid out there, you know, with pills, just hustling, trying to get by. I ain't know 3 times for any amount of drugs. I don't care if it was 3 times for 1 pill. If you get charged with possession with intent, the law at that time was they can give you as a mandatory minimum sentence. The judge cannot give you anything less. Nah, they changed the law.
He showed me the papers.
The law. Yeah, they changed the law with the Justice Reinvestment Act. You feel me? You ready to get into this now, though?
Yeah. Okay. Get into it.
So the Justice.
Hold on, let me tell you one thing, man. Listen. We got some cardinal rules on this podcast, and I was so caught up in the conversation because this is one of my favorite episodes. But this is how we do things on here. No fuck shit. No fake shit, no foolishness. Absolutely. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna never say nothing in my life. And it mean it's gonna incriminate me.
Give us a little bit of you and, you know, your situation. Take us back to 2003. Okay. Say. Man, before Khalil, before the owner, just 2003. You had to go back to 93 with our OG. We can go to 2003.
Yeah, that 90 shit. You took me back to Jodeci.
2003, man. Oh no, it was
Jodeci.
It was 2000, man. 2001, man. My homeboy Littles, man. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, Littles, my childhood friend,
man, and DeAndre, man. DeAndre,
Dre,
man.
man. Rest in peace, Dre.
DeAndre Ceresis, man. That was my Doug, man. But Dre, man, that was my best friend, man. He had his brother, man, named Deveron Fullers. We call him Littles, right? Mm-hmm. And Littles had a block, man, on Wrightstown, St. Ambrose, man. Said, man, you were young. I was about 16, 15. Said, come on out, you know. So, you know, we get out there, you know what I mean? Same old. We ain't got to go through it. You know, we out there trapping, hustling. And, you know, it kind of kicked off from there, man, you know. Out there, you know, selling pills, getting jammed up, back and forth, you know, learning life, you know what I mean? Learning life, getting bumps in the road, beefing, you know what I mean, on the block, going back and forth. But anyway, man, you know, Littles told me one thing, man. He said, man, listen, man, anybody on this block, man, he said, man, anybody say something to you, man, knock them straight out. I was like, knock them straight out. I'm sitting there listening to Littles like, man, y'all niggas gonna thank me, man. I don't know y'all niggas. Y'all gonna thank me, man.
That's some 80s shit.
Yeah, y'all gonna thank me, man. I don't know y'all niggas, man. So, you know what I mean? So, man, my first bump, man, in the road, man, was my man, Kev, man. Kev,
I remember that fight, too.
Yeah, man. Kev from Wrightstown Road, man. So I'm out
the
there.
Yang box.
I'm out there, man, on the block. So Little's sitting there, you know, he the big Doug. So I'm out there on the corner, you know, we pitching. So Kev's sister walked by, and initially I was really trying to holler at her, like say something to her. She was like, Littles, you better get your little peoples. They out here trying to holler. They trying to serve me. I don't use no. I said, baby,
she
I
took
ain't
it
trying.
too far.
She took it to another. I said, baby, I ain't trying. Well, look. So Little say, he don't give a F about you. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to get my brothers. She went up to Wrightstown, Virginia.
Whole battery is back.
God, and all them, the whole V. And they come down there, but I stood up. You know what I mean? I stood straight there. You feel me? And was like, "What's up?" You know, Clav clip me, pluck me. You know what I mean? But I stood right there, man. And from then on, man, you know what I mean? A lot of people from the block, you know what I mean, look like that, man. He ain't fold, he ain't break. He stood up and held his own, man.
And that motherfucker could fight.
Yeah,
the motherfucker you was fighting could really fight back then. So niggas set you up for failure because he dreamed about the head. He liked to fight topless. So he
one of them.
He wanted 2:00 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, he one of them.
No
with the no shirt game.
No shirt.
The no shirt game.
He looked good doing it.
Yeah, one of them.
Man, definitely, man. So you know, from then on, man, you know that was kind of home, man. You know what I mean? I ain't realize it. I went through a couple of bits. You know, I had a couple of different charges, you know what I mean? And every time I came home, man, they was like, man, say what's up. You know what I mean? Everybody looked at me, always stood up, you know what I mean? Like the same way you said, brother, you know, never told on nobody, never did nothing, you know, never did nothing crazy. So that kind of built me, man. But while I was there, I was always looking for, you know, something different. You know what I mean? Once I kept coming home, I was looking for something different. Like how you said, like, how can I transfer or change this money into something else? You know what I mean? But you know, we just get caught up in the world, man. So fast forward, man, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 charges later, you know, 2012 bump around, man. And, you know, I got jammed up, man, in front of Hazelwood Inn, man, you know, meeting somebody. 17 pills.
Oh, okay.
East Baltimore. Yeah, because so what happened was, I transitioned kind of, you know, the Heights was the block. So I transitioned back to East with dealing with really the phone for real. And, you know, I had somebody I was hollering at, but long story short, police was already in the parking lot. I don't know that because I'm from over Park Heights, you know what I mean? But they jammed me up. Baltimore County, they say, this your third charge, Sekwan, we gonna offer you 10 years. I told my lawyer, like, you know what I mean? Like, what you offer me 10 years? Like, I ain't, you know what I mean?
They offered me 10 years, like that bitch 10 months.
Right, so for one, actually thinking, my lawyer did not tell me about that. You feel me? He was like, man, no, it's only 3.4 grams, man. It's only 2 grams, man. Just take it to trial. Go to your motions hearing, see if they suppress it. Went to the motion hearing, see if they suppress it. They said, nah, you know, we felt as though the law did what they were supposed to do. They got the pills, you know, it was a legal seizure. And next thing you know, June 2012, Sekwan Merritt, stand up. You'll be sentenced to 25 years without the possibility of parole.
Jesus. We don't own no boats.
So you know what happened?
Bring that shit over here.
You know what happened? You remember how you said that man Dookie? I ain't Dookie. Let's get that right. I ain't do that.
People don't
do that. But let me tell you what happened, man. They cried me a river, man.
You motherfucking
cried me a river, man. Like
I called my 14, I cried.
Yo, I was over the fans with a nigga, man.
I just couldn't believe that I could get 20. I never thought once I stepped in this drug game, right, that I'd get 25 years without parole.
And you ain't killed nobody.
I ain't smoked nobody. So, but I went down, they locked me up in Baltimore County, they put you in the suicide room at first. Because whenever you get some time like that,
when you know they want
they don't want to make sure
man, they gave me 15. They put my ass on that bus. They go fuck my
they want to make sure it's not a situation.
15 like a gentleman's bet, but quarter, they got
and then the funny thing about that is, right, I'm in there with another dude from Baltimore County. I ain't even got another, somebody that wasn't as familiar with the prison system. And he tried to hit that daggone wire stuff like, you only really do 2 days, man, no matter what time they give you, man. The day you get in and the day you get out. Shit, man, I got 25 years, no parole, man. You got to sit there and say something like that, man. Don't say. I said, get me out of here. Yeah, go ahead, get me out of here, man. Go ahead, get me out of here, man. Oh, man. I said, man, look, man.
He got 18 months.
That shit sounds slick.
It sounds slick, and that's what I'm saying. And these are the misconceptions.
I tell you what, let me go on for that day. Home to all that time and let me go home the day they release me. You had to be crazy.
And these are the slick things, you feel what I'm saying, and the misconceptions, man, that get passed along to our younger brothers, whereas though they think that jail stuff slick, man.
That jail
you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's really not, man. So, you know what I mean, going through, man, with the permission of Allah, man, I stood up, man, What I did was, man, you go through diagnostics, whereas though they calculate your time. I looked at my paper. The release date said 2037. What year it is today? What year we in?
2020? You would have had another 17, champ.
Another 17 years. 17 years to go.
17 years, man. So, man, what I did with that paper, man, is I folded that paper up and I put it in my mail. You know how you tuck your mail away, you take all the return addresses off and everything like that, just in case you get a crazy cell, buddy. And you tuck your mail away. And, man, I never, ever looked at that date. I told myself, I said, man, that's not my release date.
It can't be. Not,
you feel me? I
mentally.
said that's not. Nah, I said
virtually
that's not.
Shit.
Yeah, I said that's not my release date, man. And what I did, man, I told myself, man, every day in prison, man, I'm gonna make it my business to learn and excel every single day. Every day I got fixated with learning every single day. So I said, no matter if I get out today, tomorrow, next year, even if I get out in 2037, I'm gonna come home a better man than I am now.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
You ain't waste your time.
Not at all. Because that's what they do, brother. They bury us. You got brothers that's coming home that you forgot about. Oh, yeah. You thought they was dead somewhere.
Yeah. Because what happens is we forget this time is just ain't nothing but calculated motion.
And this is what I'm telling
you. It's going to keep moving. Man, you feel what I'm saying?
And if the powers that I'm not gonna say the powers that be, but them lawmen that put them laws into place, man, to keep us in there forever, to continuously keep us enslaved. If they had it the way they wanted it, brother,
we'd be done.
We would be there. They bury people in there, man.
I never understood the psychology of a prosecutor. Because you gotta take out the human element to give a motherfucker 40 years for drugs. I need you to understand what I'm saying, my nigga. Let's just start from the top.
Right.
Name the black nigga that own the boat to get that shit over here. Because I'm waiting. But it always ends up in our community. Right. It ends up in our community, right? Mm-hmm. Now you got this dude who never had a charge, but now he's the head of the indictment now. Right. Because he's the head of the indictment, don't forget he goes up levels.
And who he versus? Who he
the United States.
Of America?
Of America. Right. Now, so he got some joints coming in from, say a nigga, because remember, like,
and we ain't Trump, so we can't beat them
other groups can tell on black people, but black people can't tell on other people. Mexicans, they can tell on us. That's not telling to them. So saying the disconnect set him up. You feel what I'm saying? He get caught with 20 joints.
He telling the black nigga he cool.
20. Maybe, and then by the time the nigga at the end of the conspiracy end up telling, it's 100 joints. You feel what I'm saying? So now you lock the nigga up. You's a prosecutor. You got a nigga 30 years for some shit somebody choose to buy. I need you to understand this. Now I would have more respect for the game if the junkie and the seller get locked up. If the junkie and the seller get locked up. Because ain't nobody forced nobody out here to get high. Whether we know right or wrong or not, you can say powerless over drugs, but motherfucker, I'm powerless over selling drugs. I gotta feed my kids. Now you telling me I got 30 years, never committed a crime except for this motherfucker, and you gonna live with that? And you supposed to be a human being? You think you saving the world because you locked a nigga from the projects that had to feed his kids? And I'm not making excuses, but that's the shit you get to the motherfuckers who make that shit. Yeah. You won't give it to me though. And then you're gonna go to sleep like that shit. Now, man, I swear to God, the federal courthouse is like a motherfucking furnace. When I say they smoke, it's quiet. It's not like
I've been in there one time. They take you through
quiet,
the tunnel. You got to get through one
They
guard.
laying niggas' ass out quietly.
It's a graveyard.
And you looking at this motherfucker, they just gave me 12 years. To the next one. Like, it's like moving cattle. Yeah.
Definitely, man.
I've been in that federal courthouse, not to cut you. I've been in that federal courthouse one time, and I'm going to tell you, I was already serving 14 years in the Division of Correction. 2007, you know, I was caught up in so much shit from 05 to 07. It was real active. So I said, I'm laid down already. I got the 14 years. One day, we in the pen. MTC is Liddy in there, 100. I'm talking about, man, you thought you was uptown.
Yeah,
It was like being uptown.
That's how it was when I went to the cut in the 90s.
Listen, one day the guards looking, English, where you at? Go to medical. So the fuck I want me in medical so bad. I get in medical. By the time I tell him my name and show him my ID, was you in federal court today. What the fuck is you talking about? I got 14 years. Here's my hand to a law.
The pain, man.
I got in the van and I asked the man, because it was just me and one CEO. I said, sir, can you please tell me what's going on? He said, Shorty, you got a federal court date today. I said, for what? I was young, so I'm like, for what? I got 14 years already. I don't know. We come in there down the whatchamacallit way. Yo. We coming there down the whatchamacallit way. We go down that thing. The first marshal right there.
Israel.
Who you got? He said, I have English. He said, the second one. We get to the second marshal. He looked this man in his eyes and said, I'm using my own words, but how the fuck you bring him down here? The marshal's coming to get him. When y'all start bringing inmates down here.
They came to get me with the suit on.
Yeah, listen. When y'all start bringing inmates down here, you can't even make a 100. Listen, you can't even make a U-turn in that tunnel. So he told him, look, go that way, go out that way. Listen, my heart came back in my chest because it was over with. Because I was in the car, got the cuffs on. I was like this. I'm just like, I'm hurt. I'm like, the fuck do the government want with me? The U.S. government, they lock up niggas like Al Capone, John Gotti, and Bucky Johnson. It ain't like that no more. I realized that back in 07. I'm like, what the fuck is they? I got 14 years with the state already. Y'all can't possibly want, but through the will of Allah, man, they ain't fuck with me no more, man. They just left me alone because I was already washed. Like I was 25 years old with 14 years. I'm washed. I'm already washed. Like the fuck more you want, man? Like I'm washed. You feel me? And I caught that time, and my release date was 2017. So tell a nigga back in 2006 is his release date 2017. I'm like, what the fuck is that? We only 6 years into Y2K. You telling me I'm ready to be getting
doing the
2020.
Y2K thing. I thought the world was coming to an end myself. I was on the phone all day. I was beefing with niggas and all that. Like, yo, I'm going back to back on this phone, yo.
Right.
This shit is over. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I wanted some smoke. I wanted all the smoke. I was young too. Then I was a young nut motherfucker. I was down ECI. I swear I'm going back to back. What you mean? I'm going back to back, yo. I don't gonna fuck with no phone. It's none of that shit.
Right.
Everybody dying tonight. I'm gonna talk to my motherfucking mother.
Right.
I told my mother, hey, everybody. I'm talking my grandmother, cousins, oh man, shit.
But listen though, you had that double number. What I want to say is I was down the pen with a lot of my friends. All of them was 3 years short of going home. From 30 days to 3 years short. I came back. Then what happened in court? I got 7 years consecutive. So all these niggas like, what? Like, yeah, you know, they saying I got 14 years. The DOC don't do A and B sentences no more. So they slapped it all together and made it a 14-year sentence. And at the time, I said, shit.
What you mean A and B? They don't do A and B. What the fuck you mean? They
don't do, meaning that I had 7. So it usually out of there 3.5 made parole on the 7 and then went and did my other 7. So I'd have probably did 7 years, 3.5 on each bit. Instead, they made it 1 bit and made it 13 years, 7 months, and 24 days. You feel me? That's what they told me. Once they added everything up, it was 14. But then he's like, no, you got some 4 months for this credit. And we did it. And they did that. And I swear, niggas asked me how I felt. And I know you know this feeling. And I ain't no fear. You had a double number 4. I can't. If you never had a
yo, when you coming out, yo, you in the front of the judge, it's like you like this. They keep asking you all these fucking questions as they gave you time. Nigga, you gave me 15 years. Just let me go. You understand what's going on? I'm like, yeah.
No, honey, I turned around and asked the CEO, like, what did he say?
It's
like,
real.
Baby, you got 14 years.
I was in the courtroom, yo. It's no bullshit, right? So I can't even remember why I was in the courtroom. But the judge told a nigga, Walk to the door, and for every step you take is a year you get.
Jesus.
That nigga crawled. He went home that day. I never forget that shit.
That's what
that
they were
nigga got
saying
on his
about.
stomach and crawled. I was there.
Yeah.
That nigga was like a fucking snake.
That's what they used to say about Judge
Even
Previous.
Judge
They used to
laughed.
bounce the
Hey,
ball.
yo, that's a
Bounce the ball.
That's
Bounce
not,
the
that's
ball.
not
How
fair
many
though.
bounce? You remember? Yeah.
And you
Previous
gotta
was
catch
with
the
my-
ball when Shaq was on.
Yeah.
Shaq
But I'm
was
gonna
in
tell you what
handcuffs.
Previous would do. He'll wear you out, but if you come back, he'll give you law.
Yeah.
He'll give you law.
Yeah.
That nigga
So-
crawling like that nigga like Snake Man that day.
And
So
Go
after every step you take, you get in the year. That nigga was swimming in the court.
Go ahead, Khalil.
as you saying that 100, man, you know this whole prison thing, man. I'm just thinking about how it was in prison and how it was for the majority of brothers in prison. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know we definitely want to keep it in unison, man, with trying to pass the message on to our younger brothers out there, man, and let them know, man. In that jail, man, it's not fun in there. You feel what I'm saying? You think that's what it is? Yeah. I remember I had remember the young brother that was on the tail. He was with his people. Yeah, I'm shagging. I'm doing this and I'm doing
what
that.
was his name? B,
Man,
Lil B.
Lil B, I think.
Yeah, B, Lil
He was
B from DC.
Yeah, what he was doing
He was a stupid motherfucker.
But it was all
was a good
because
kid,
of,
though.
But it was all because of once again the surroundings that was there for him. Prison that doesn't have a lot of opportunities for brothers to not do anything. Don't think you gonna go to prison and it's just gonna be fun and it's gonna work out. It's none of that. That's not what's happening. You feel me? You eating crazy ass nasty food.
Bro, they put you. Just think about it, yo. You 17 and they put you in an unnatural environment. Like God didn't create us to be around men all fucking day long, my nigga. That's so. What you think we gonna do? We gonna kill each other? Like, but the thing that I learned about prison, I learned how to be a man because in there, life is cheap and you can't hide behind a car and shoot.
Checks and balances.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to throw hands or throw knives, but
checks and
everything is
balances.
on like hand-to-hand combat.
That's what I said.
You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing, me, what happened with me, man? I used to think that 22 was kind of my fighting years. I used to think that every problem was solved with a bullet, and I used to think that people didn't respect nothing but violence.
That's how I
So
thought
when
at
I
22
went
too,
in
brother.
the nation at that time, the Nation of Islam, it being smart was the strong thing. Being smart was the respected thing. And I started to look around like that. Everybody that's smart kind of run to jail. Not the tough guy. The tough guy might get shit done, but the smart guy's the one who feeding everybody in the jail. So I kind of read every book, like Destruction of Black Civilization, 48 Laws of Power, the Art of Stuff. I read everything. Yeah. Because now my mind is like, I want more. It was like the fucking Matrix. Man, that nigga stuck the shit in the back of his head like I know Kung Fu. That's how I was, yo. Everything. But go ahead.
And what you saying, like I said, man, I just want to, continuously, give you your process and continuously chime in on what you saying, 100, man. Because everything you saying, man, is echoed on, if you notice, on what is the solution, a viable solution for the streets and our brothers coming home. You see how you was, once you read them books, that's what you yearn for.
I escaped jail.
Right, you see how you said,
I've been to
once
Egypt.
you see how
I've
you
never been to
said,
Egypt.
when you was in the streets hustling, you was looking and yearning for trying to change your money into legitimately, and then it just full circus around what I believe is the viable solution to our brothers on the streets. Check this out. It's going back to Chino and everything. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Brothers on the street, we need to create some opportunities or expose them to how to change and how to do business, legitimate business so they can gravitate to. Right. And this is where I'm at with it, right? I don't share this with a lot of brothers, right? Brothers I do share with, they get in, they like, oh, click. You feel me? Like, who got the streets now? We got who we got now? It was Gotti back in our day. Now it's who? Young NBA young boy. You feel what I'm saying?
Roddy Ricch,
Baby, Roddy Ricch and all these brothers, right? That brothers is riding around, listen to, and they riding around toned up and everything, riding around hitting their neck sales and
like cell phones,
hitting their neck sale and everything, pumped up. But what they don't know is the other side. Them brothers is legitimate multi-million-dollar businessmen.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. So this is what I'm saying, right? I just believe, right, for the city, and we got to figure out what's going on. They saying, all right, brothers ain't going, kids ain't going to school and whatnot no more because there's no interest there. Not only that, it's broken, whatnot in my house. My home is broken. I don't want to go to school. What interests them? But they're getting in the car and they listen to music. Why? Because music is a relief for pain. Right. That's when rap started back in the 80s. That was exposure. That was a way to get out all the pain that we was going through. And they try to censor it and all that. You talking about bees and all this stuff. That's what's going on. Don't be scared because we highlighting what y'all going on. But check this out. Hold on.
I'm gonna add to that though.
Right, add on to it. But hold on to it. So here we go now in 2020. Right, you got Baby, you got you feel what I'm saying? You got NBA YoungBoy and all them. But what they're doing, Chino, right behind the scenes, Chino, what got business deals, fashion deals, and things of that nature. We not saying like you know that just the rapping. It wasn't all. That's not what.
That's just to get in.
That was just to get in. But not only that, check this out, 100. That business, the rap industry, involved many different components. Look at this brother over here. Yeah. He a sound engineer. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you had another brother that's doing fashion. Then you had somebody else, right? Absolutely. That's going and doing a tour, setting up your tour and organizing, getting your schedule together. These are all different legitimate business and legitimate places that we could put out people. What we got going on? YouTube, Instagram, people making money off that. How is that going? It's somebody behind the scenes doing that. So why are we not having an Instagram or YouTube class on how to make money?
Because
you feel what I'm saying? To gravitate. No. But we want to put this in high schools. We want to also start looking at. Listen, when NBA YoungBoy, Baby, and all them Rolls Royces, those are for legitimate business deals.
But you need to understand why dudes don't do that. Dudes don't do that because they want to make money off of you doing it. Right. See, like I understand one thing. Knowledge don't belong to me. I get it. I nurture it and I pass it on. But when it comes to the industry, say for instance, he hot, right? And I'm Gotti.
Right.
Are you think I'm gonna let you in the game and teach you all this shit about what's going on, but I don't eat off you? It's never gonna be like that. It's supposed to be each one teach one. But dudes trying to benefit off the next great talent. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's going on. And to add on to the gangster music thing or whatever, like I kind of gotten the nigga ass in the gym out there. He was talking about, man, the black people listen to the gangster music. I said, well, you know, America's been listening to gangster music for a long time. Yeah. Said the Star Spangled Banner. What the fuck you think they mean when you say bombs bursting in the air? They talking about war, nigga. They only repeating what they see. They only repeating what the consumer is buying. If the consumer don't buy it, they won't say it. Right. Say, for instance, Roddy Ricch come out with a song, an album, and it just straight flop about everything he said. The consumer not buying it. The next rapper not going to talk about that. That's all it is.
So I see where you at, 100. Yeah. You feel me? You basically sitting there. You basically saying that they are going to continuously, promote that. And I'm not saying not talk about what's going on in the community because unfortunately, drugs, guns, violence, that is what's happening there. Exactly. You feel me? So it's like people want to silence that, but that's what people experience. My thing is saying that all of those things behind the scene that's pushing that album, that's making money off of that. Why aren't we teaching classes and showing these are viable things? People go to college, go to school to be a sound engineer. People go to school for fashion. People go to school to learn how to design your website so you could push your album.
And that's what he learned.
This is what I'm saying. We need to start creating and making our classes around and making an interest around for our young brothers to come and gravitate to. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And listen, I'm gonna speak on this. That's what I be saying. Like when we was in jail, in prison, and I just knew, all jokes aside, no cut cards in it. I knew you love me because I'm your Muslim brother. But I knew at times it become irky because I'm telling you, like, say, I know what I want to do. But you was one of them guys that I feel it in my heart saying it, that you learn something new. And any smart man, and common sense not common. So when you got common sense, you want to teach. Every time you open up a book and you learn something, you was willing to give it to our whole team.
Exactly.
First thing in the morning, he knocking. Yo, you don't gotta wake up in the morning. I'm gonna knock on your cell because I ain't got nothing but time on my hand. And I used to go to the classes, and I'm not gonna lie to you, honey. I never. He teaching some serious. If I want to be an electrician, I can honestly say in 6 months this man would have got me right.
Don't forget about the real estate class.
And the real estate class, and that's what I'm into. So it was funny that we argue, and guess what, man? The one beautiful thing is you never know who you're gonna be fucking with in the future. You never know who's gonna be your friends 20 years later. Me and this man met up on a job site. He called me and he told me about a job, and I said, say, I do it for the low just on the strength of our brotherhood. And he say, fuck no, don't you ever do no shit like that. I mean, what me and you got going on is cool, but this is business right here. Nigga, that's $1,500 worth of work. You talking about $750. He like, I was mad when I heard you say the number because I was talking another number. You feel me? But I'm like, nah, yo, I came up with the number on the strength for you. And he like, ain't no strength for me,
It ain't no strength for me.
It ain't no strength for me, man.
That's one thing of me that people kind of say is my weakness, right? 100 is when I like he said, I'm passionate. The reason why I'm passionate about like what he said, when I learn something to hurry up and go out there and teach it to somebody else, you want to know why? That changed my mindset from being out on them streets. I was a dude on the streets with pills in his body, coming in and out hustling all day.
Right.
And I know when I look at them brothers coming, pants hanging down and what they doing, I'm looking like that used to be me. However, when I had and learned the knowledge of business, how to transfer my money into something legitimate, it changed me.
Right.
So sometimes sometimes I could be wrong because everybody's not the same. I usually try to push that on everybody else that I bump into, that I identify, because I'm like, I don't care what you're doing. You was hustling, selling drugs just like me. Why? You were selling drugs, trying to make money, trying to provide for yourself, for you and your family. I figured out a way that we could do that same thing and make more money being legitimate
and never go to prison.
Never go to prison. So let me push that to you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I do, and that's what I continuously do.
And I respect that. We had a brother in the joint. Me and him used to bump heads because he's a Muslim. His name was Itchy San. And I grew
Itchy Sham?
Itchy Sham butt.
Yo,
Itchy Sham?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew so much love for Itchy San because one thing about him, no matter what nobody said about him in the jail, I knew he loved the deen. He was always on the Musella. And the man taught me how to, taught me how to make salah. I was going to court, and he told me, listen, brother, you going to court in a couple days, you need to make extra prayers. And he showed me, and then Itchy Shane used to put me on the spot, Hamza, because that's my attribute, Hamza. He like, you doing a Hadan. He speaks to Hadan beautiful, just like you.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas tech. So I'm right there. And one thing for sure, him and Jules pulling me to the side. And shout out to the brother Hamza, Jules, man. Free that guy. Love him so much, man. Fissy be Allah.
You know how to recite.
He know how to recite.
But
listen, so when I'm reciting, I'm really not worrying about Itchy San. I'm worrying about Khalil and Jules, because they like, and ain't no way you don't know it. So I'm right there, and brothers around me, and I'm just Itchy San is the pillow, because he like, calm down, Hamza, you got it. So he whispering things to me while I'm doing it, and I thought that was the most beautiful thing. And that brother got 30 years. He got 30 years in prison and with no criminal background, honey. They found him not guilty and smashed him because he was a Muslim.
They found him not guilty?
I mean, excuse me. They found him guilty.
They found him not guilty in Baltimore. In Baltimore County, they found him not guilty. In Baltimore City, for the same charge, they held him. But again, right, in the relationship, we always want to draw this back to what we saying, you know, what's going on to these younger brothers out there. You feel what I'm saying? You see what happened when the brother showed you that love?
What's his name? Julius Collins?
Yeah, Jules.
Jules. Brother just said it.
Jules. Tell the brother said Jules. Free Jules. He's short. He about to be short. He got 20 years. And listen, he moved me from another building to a cell. Cause listen, Khalil seen me.
He don't joke around with no cell buddies.
And Muslims. So it was like, yo, nah. Cause when he said he moved me to the building, I'm like, I'm gonna get in the cell with Khalil. We gonna chop it up. That's my man. I get down and they move me in Jules' cell. I said, because I know he on the Sirach the Musa King for real. Then he got an attitude problem.
That Ham thought we was gonna have fun. I was on the tip. 9 o'clock in the morning, lights come up. Every cell, but my cell buddies rolled out. Why? Because I ain't want brothers to start being dark and consumed with the time you got and sad and depressed. No, forget all that, nigga. We looking to the light, man. 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock Saturdays, maybe. That curtain coming up, man. Lights on, I'm reading. TV's on, something going on. You feel me? So he thought we was gonna come down there and just chop it up about around the way and all that stuff. Yeah. We could do that halfway.
You wanted the morning cell buddies.
I'm up.
Since the door
morning
cell.
Come on,
listen, Jules taught me Tawheed. Jules taught me how to make gusher. And these was like personal lessons in the cell with this man that had 50 years. Gave back life and got 50 years. And I had a wake up, meaning that my whole situation was a wake up. I violated, caught a new charge, got a year. They took all my good time. And listen, I was home for 5 years with no problems. How you say the judge and the feds couldn't get. I was home with no problems and I caught a drug charge, caught a year. They took all my good days, sent me to 2020. But I knew, because I got a bill called House Bill 1174, I knew I was going home like in a matter of time. They only wanted me to do 18 months on the 4. So basically they paroled me again. But I was in a cell with him and I was just thinking like, I can't end up like this. Because at the end of the day, he watching his daughters have grandchildren and the release date is no closer.
Peanut King had a conversation, you know, and he said that Baltimore City looked like New York to him. You know how long you gotta be locked up?
He did 36 years. I'm ready to have him on the podcast. 38.
For Baltimore to look like motherfucking New York City. I've been in New York 100 goddamn times. Baltimore look shit like New York.
Nothing like it.
You gotta be nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah,
that's them. They
locked Payne up for 36 years. I know. For a dick, and it wasn't one murder on his case. It was for bricks of heroin.
They lock you up from
1982.
They lock up leaders, man. They see, well, goddamn. Listen, I was locked up, and nigga said, he told me, good brother, not a nigga. He was like, the difference, but he asked me, he said, what's the difference between the king that's locked up and the king that's free? So I'm thinking about it. He said, nothing. You are what you are in this world. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is any leadership. That's why over the feds they have leadership. They want to give the leader the most time.
Yeah.
Because you can be a leader in anything. I seen it. I didn't.
But they'll get you out of there, man. Like they transferred me from over MCIJ to JCI because they said I had I had the potential to incite a riot. I created the same way.
No, I'm gonna tell you when they got me.
He had the whole Jamaat behind him.
When I had listen, when I made the lieutenant,
and they was riding for you.
Listen,
they ride for you.
I knew I was done when I made the lieutenant wife cry. Just speaking.
Yeah.
I said, they gonna get my ass up out of here. I was that motherfucker probably like
in the feds when you was in the feds.
No, when I was in the state.
State. They'll get you away from there, man.
Because I basically like when, I said, you tell your wife how you treat inmates? Or she don't know that's your wife. You tell your wife how you treat inmates.
And another,
she was looking because was two different people. And back then in New Jail, when I was up there, it was racist.
Yeah.
Number white police, wasn't nobody black there, none of that. And a lot of times before, like 10, 20 years before me, they was burning niggas' ass up there. Because one time the police, 4 or 5 polices banked me. Threw me in the cell, knocked all the goddamn windows out in the middle of the goddamn winter time, took all my goddamn clothes. I'm half naked on fucking lockup, my nigga. I'm 20. And my mother come to see me. They say I wasn't in jail. Yeah, over a hot dog route.
And this is
yo,
another
thing.
I thought you stepped on the grass.
Yo, hit a nigga. Yo, hit a new. What? He hit a captain over a hot dog, my nigga. I said, yo, we about to fight over a hot dog.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I never get there. So I said, yo, let's fight over some chicken next time.
They had control.
They rolled his ass.
I ain't gonna lie though, in JCI, and I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Yeah. I became Nation of Islam, and I took my shahada under the Nation of Islam when I was 16. I love the Nation of Islam, and I want everybody that's watching subscribe. No, I love the Nation of Islam. But the difference between the Nation of Islam and the Sunni community, the Nation of Islam told me who I was as the Asiatic black man, the original man. He showed me how to eat, showed me how to live, showed me how to invest my money. To be self-employed. When it came for salvation and believing in God and looking for my relationship with God, it was the Sunni community. I couldn't be off for nothing else.
I'm gonna tell you how I took my deen. I took my deen. It was a guy from Cherry Hill named Moab. He's a Kunu Bay. His father was more science, but he ended up taking his deen. And I was a young minister at the time when I went to ECI, and he was a young Iman.
Right.
So I guess I'm on the compound. They like, shit, they got Moab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And me at the time, they wanted to see us kind of debate. I'm going back and forth. And
you sharp, so you ain't giving up.
We're going back and forth. So
it's a fist fight.
Yo told me something that changed me forever. He said, all right, say you right. So hit me with. We say he got me by a year. We young. We didn't know 20. He said, no, hell, and I was younger than that, 19, 20, or some shit like that. He say you're right. He say, what does knowing any of that have to do with your position with God? That's deep. What does knowing any of that have to do with? That's what I tell people all the time. I don't give a fuck about your degrees. or how many trades you got,
where you stand,
how much money you got, or how many bitches you fucked, how many pair of designer shoes you got or belts, how many trips you took. Life about one thing, my nigga. Choices. We at war with this. What does knowing any of that have to do with your position with God? Your choices, my nigga, is you going to choose to bow down to something greater than yourself or not? Is you going to choose to do right or wrong? We make it hard.
Absolutely.
We make it hard.
Absolutely.
I sit back and I think all the time, I'm like, man, I wasted a lot of time about stupid shit. Yo, big competition with other niggas, trying to be boastful and arrogant, hubris. I wasted time. You know what makes me happy now? Sports Center. Yeah. Me seeing my daughter. A chicken wrap from Sharif's. Netflix. I'm not in competition with none of you niggas, my nigga, because I found something in life. It's called happiness.
That's right.
I'm happy.
That's right.
Because I'm comfortable in my own skin. I got to prove nothing to no nigga. I got this jacket from Target.
That's right.
I got these shoes from Burberry. And none of that should define who I am as a person.
Shout out to H&M.
H&M-T.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just being honest, but see what happens is we live in a world where you're respected by the material things. Mm-hmm. But guess what happened when you go to your grave? The Gucci ain't going with you. Neither is your money. And ain't nobody you know gonna jump in that motherfucking grave with you. Only thing going with you is what you do good and bad in this world. Yeah. Choices, my nigga. And yo, we can't. We try to complicate things.
Not only that, man. Another thing, you know, what I'm out for, man. You know, with my business, man, is threefold. You feel what I'm saying? It's that identity I was talking about. You feel what I'm saying? To pay things forward, to leave for them brothers. You know what I mean? That's still out there lost. You know what I mean? It's the number two is us paying attention. You feel what I'm saying? The legislation. You feel what I'm saying? Paying attention to the legislation, because that's another thing that'll hold us up. The session 2020 session in Maryland, that's on too. Definitely pay attention to them laws that's going up. Absolutely. That's going to tell you how you got to live and how you got to dictate your life. Yo. Pay attention to that. And then number three, man, hold on. Number three, man, the last thing is, man, and definitely will go with number one, is what we going to leave here for our family, man, after we gone, man.
But you're going to be living, you're going to be dead longer than you're going to be living.
What we going to do? How we gonna change our next generation, man?
What's most important to me today is my happiness and my children being better human beings than me.
That's what
I'm doing.
You want to go ahead and try to
your job all this shit better than me. That's what I tell myself. That's your job. To be better than me.
Hey, listen. Man,
we go to 11 o'clock. It don't matter.
Yeah, listen. Before we go on, we gonna get into this other song by one of my favorite artists. His name Fetty Wap, and I've been telling him that whenever Fetty Wap. Yeah, so I said I was gonna get into release one of his songs.
I said Fetty, but it's
Fetty. Yeah, like Fetty Wap. Shout out to my nigga Fetty Wap. We gonna get in this song called "Betrayed and Finesse" on RAWDOPE podcast, and we get back into the conversation.
See, I'm listening to music y'all ain't listening to right now.
Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Been lied to, stole from and
he said, you niggas, have you ever been betrayed and finesse?
Finesse me on my father, that shit tore me up. Came to me in a dream and told me run it up.
Run it up.
A jazz out there? Let's go. How long we gonna be on for?
That's why I walk around with all these chains on my neck. Been lied to, stole from and hit with the flex.
No, we got
betrayed.
Hell yeah.
Betrayed and finesse.
I ain't gonna run out of gas.
Have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Been lied to, stole from and hit with the flex.
That nigga
Fatty the one. Fetty Wap.
My father, that shit tore me up. Came to me in a dream and told me run it up.
I ain't going nowhere, man. We here, we building.
That's why I walk around with all these chains on my neck. Been lied to, stole from and hit with the flex. Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Betrayed and finesse. Betrayed and finesse. Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Been lied to, stole from and hit with the flex. Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Finesse me on my father, that shit tore me up. Came to me in a dream and told me run it up. That's why I walk around with all these chains on my neck. Been lied to, stole from and hit with the flex. Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Betrayed and finesse. Betrayed and finesse. Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Been lied to, stole from and hit with the flex. Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Finesse me, I'm all fault of that shit, told me up. Came to me in a dream and told me run it up. That's why I walk around with all these chains on my neck. Been lied to, stole from and hit with the flex. Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Betrayed and finesse. Betrayed and finesse. Nigga, have you ever been betrayed and finesse? Been lied to, stole from and hit with the flex. Nigga, have you ever
shout out my nigga Fatty Wop.
Finesse me, I'm all fault of that shit, tore me up. Came to me in a dream and told me run it up.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna rap again. I talk on
That's the boy Fatty Wop, portrayed in finesse. It ain't working hard on the joint. We got the boy 100 in the building. My man say.
I agree, bro.
We working. We are working, man. Let's talk about the men that would give money to a woman for a bag or those red bottoms,
It's like the new
but won't give her money to invest. How you feel about that, hun?
Like I feel like this like is the first teacher of the child is the woman. We forgot how important the black woman is in our community. Like, yo, the black woman,
The mother.
is they a reflection of how we think. So we'll sit there and call them bitches and all this shit, yo. Yeah, cause a bitch ass nigga, she followed. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, she looked at. But the woman is the first teacher of the child. So any investment you make, you wanna definitely have your woman involved in some kind of way.
I got a
You feel what I'm
strong
saying?
woman.
Yo, listen, man.
I got a strong one, yo. I ain't gonna lie. I be fighting her. I be fighting her in so many different ways, but she a real one. She make the shit happen.
Yeah, but think about it like this. If a car can't move without no wheels,
Right.
and so you got this structure here. You put gas in this structure, but the first teacher of that child is the mother. I don't give a fuck how much influence you think you got. The closest thing to God to a child as an infant is the mother. I don't care for how much they love the father. That's the truth. So any investments that you do, anything you learn, you gotta funnel through her because she gonna teach the child early, and they're gonna develop certain skills, ability to listen different, ability to act different, ability to process different. But it all comes to the woman.
And the woman is the most important thing because, like I told you on a couple episodes ago, Mensa Farrakhan said that it's no such thing as a no good woman. Because look, a block away from her is a no good nigga that made her that way. I 100% agree on that, and I'm really strong on that.
Absolutely, like I'm of a good woman. Like she's such a good woman that dudes in the projects call her Aunt Donna. They ain't related to us, man. You know what I'm saying? But look at all the shit I done. You feel what I'm saying? Life about choices, man.
Life about choices, 100. So, where you see yourself in the next 5 years, 100?
Actually, man, I swear, man. Me personally, bro, I love my city. Like I do, yo. Like I love Baltimore. I'm a Baltimore guy. I was born and bred here, but I'm relocating in the next year and a half. I'm relocating.
Yeah, me too. I'm going in the Midwest.
Because
I'm going in the Midwest.
Let me explain, yo. In order for me to be the father that I can be, I have to be the best version of myself. And I'm just over the energy here. It eats you, man, from the inside out. It beats you up. The negativity, it's like despair. Like it's like, yo, when I came out the Fed, as soon as I got in Baltimore, I felt it. I felt like, what the fuck? It's not right.
The energy
is
energy.
Like even if you was the high suicide rate in America is Seattle because it rains all the time. The opposite of that is anywhere that's sunny. I want to go somewhere where it's just this good energy. Now, even though I'ma always do this because this is where I'm from, I don't give a fuck if I'm on Mars. I'm Baltimore, nigga. But I just, in order for me, my second half, I'm not no young dude, my nigga.
Right.
You know, we start getting older. You look at your mortality. Like what? How am I? You know, I gotta set my kids up straight, and I gotta get the hell up out of here in order for the energy to be good for me to be the best version. Right.
In relation to that, 100, man, that's the reason why, man. In my cell, man, I cut that light on. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. After 9 o'clock, we don't want that cell dark and you in dark till 2 o'clock and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because you soaking in your pain and sorrow and that energy. Yeah. That's the reason why, man. Some of my cell buddies, man, they moved on me. It was like, nah, man, he wake up. But the reason, it was a reason behind what they may have looked at as madness. Like, nah, man, nah, we got to look at a brighter day no matter where we at.
You know how the dude put it to me when I caught my bit. He saying, you got to look at the word cell.
Right.
Before you walk in there. It's CELL. There's a cell that you locked up in, then you have a cell that's a microscopic organism that produces itself off of itself.
That's right.
So once you go into this organism, which is this jail cell, you can reduce yourself and become something better. You can change to become something better off of yourself.
That's right. 100 the scientist. Straight from Baltimore.
That's basically how absolutely, man. Absolutely.
100 the scientist, man. And that's what I'm saying, you know, with, you know, different information, man. And number one thing, man, is faith. But number two is education.
Education, man.
You see that? Man, talking about cells. Absolutely. You feel what I'm saying? Relating cells to cells, microscopic cells, and things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what, you know, I just promote so much, man, with our younger people, man. I'm a big proponent of education, you know what I mean? Right. Exposure to different things. That's what I'm saying. I was exposed to people on the street hustling all day that was around me.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to expose brothers to business, being that CEO, being a single member owner of your own LLC, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? And then to identify. We can identify with each other, 100.
Absolutely.
How many brothers you identify with? I was just sitting out there with my man over there said, listen, you don't know. That man follow you. That man said he can't wait till you get off so he can just give you a hug and say, yo, you inspire me. Yeah? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? And that's big, man. And that's what we supposed to emulate. You didn't listen, man. This ain't no bull crap, and I'm gonna say it online too. So if it don't happen, that's because of him, man. We gotta keep in contact, man.
Absolutely, no.
You feel me? It's my first time meeting you, brother. We gotta keep in contact, man. And we need to get around each other, man, and build each other, man, so we can make empires for us, ourselves, and our people, man.
The one thing that I admire, the one thing this new generation got over us, they can peep bullshit way more faster than we could. They know the nigga trying to finesse, my nigga. Like, so I come across as being organic. I don't got all the answers. I just many times I posted and let a motherfucker, like I talked about, I had a little homeboy named Butter that got killed. Yeah, the rumor is, I'm not 100% sure. So, but I'm just gonna put it out there. So, you know, but my little homies there correct me if I'm wrong. But the rumor is that he died over a 5 for 20 sale. I hope that's not the case. But regardless, he died, and it don't make it right, no matter what the fuck it was about.
Right.
His death bothered me. It still does. But what bothered me more, that I wasn't a better example for him. I showed him nothing. I showed him how to sell drugs by him watching from a distance. I showed him how to finesse. I showed him arrogance. I showed him inconsistency. I showed him procrastination. I showed him everything where it's momentary gratification but nothing he can build off of. So I'm here. I tell a motherfucker when I ain't right. I don't got all the answers, but I am the guy that can let you know, like, yo, I've been through this. That road, like I tell my kids, I say, your life is your highway. I'm just a stop sign, Pip. But you can run a stop sign if you want. You can.
That's right.
No, don't do that, champ. Oh, okay. Like I tell my son all the time, I say, yo, whoever you is when I'm not around, it's who you really is. I don't give a shit. You're not putting gray hairs in my head because you want to do something you want to do. Handle that, because I did it. And I learned the hard way. Now, if you want to come to your pops and you want to learn some shit, I can teach you that. Right. But I'm not going to, L kids will kill us. Yeah. our kids will kill us. We gave them life, we raised them, we take care of them. But if you want to do what you want to do, I can't be around you 24/7. Who can? I be around nobody 24 hours a day.
What the Quran say, man? What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, man? You will be tested on this earth, man. But what? Your family.
Family, man.
Your family, man.
I promise you, man.
Your family, man. Your loved ones, man. They will put you through that trial, man. But the best thing we could do, man, the first thing they do, it says, man, save yourself. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, with the permission of Allah, man, I'm here, man. We trying to save ourselves first. But once we save ourselves, but once we save ourselves, we got to do something different. We got to save that old self that we was and do something different. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep pushing this. We got to be that identifier. We got to be the one. That's the reason why sometimes when I say the identifier, don't shy away from our past and what we've been through. That is a key component to reaching these young brothers out here. You understand what I'm saying? Being that identifier, they can identify with us.
That's it.
So once we get the ball in our court, we got the ball. What we gonna do with it? We got the rock. What's up? What you gonna do?
One thing about me, man, I'm not one of those guys that, like, it's your generation, it's your era. And what I tell the young guys, I say, if you say what I said, you'll have more impact with your generation because you said it. You hear what I'm saying? Because there's some guys out there, that's some of my little homies like, here you go. I said, yeah, here I go, motherfucker. You doing that dumbass shit. You posting guns and shit on the gram. What the hell you want me to say? Yo, go ahead, post more guns?
I ain't gonna do that. I
listen,
can't enable you to do that.
I'm gonna tell you what's right. I ain't got no motherfucking Donna Brown, so I got no motherfucking fan problem. I'm gonna tell you what's right, whether you like it or not, because I love you on a different level.
Donna Brown, son?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
I love you on a I understand what love is, bro.
Yeah.
If you think love about you, you high. Love has never been about you. It's about what you can do for the next person. That's why we fail in love, because we're looking for something back.
That's hard. That's hard.
That's hard. What God is. And what the hell you have a different God? Even when you pray, you think it's for God? It's for you.
That's hard. That's hard. That's hard.
He's self-sustained. He don't need you, nigga, to pray. Oh, God need me to pray. No, the hell he don't.
For nothing.
That's for you, my nigga. When I love somebody, I love him because I love him. I don't look for nothing back. If you choose to love me, that's so big. It's a beautiful thing.
That's right.
But if not, I am who I am. That's right. You feel that's what it is in life, my nigga. Right. If I got love for you and respect you, you gonna get that until I die. Right. Anywhere I go in this city, my nigga, that's how it is, boy. It's an honor, it's a pleasure to see you. Ask a nigga when I talk to him in a club or otherwise. Right. Oh, brother, how you feel? Man, it's an honor and a pleasure because I knew how hard it was just to exist. That's right. Just to live. Don't you understand that everybody that's in this room swam 700 million different versions of yourself to get here? And then we just give up, huh? You already was a winner. You 700 million to use. You won. One with bald head, one with dreads.
You won. You got to the egg.
That's all I'm saying. So it's about what you can do. Yeah. People be looking for shit in return. That's how we fail, man. Nigga.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's dope, man. And you saying that, man, just brings it about, man. And sometimes you can't articulate it. While I go back and forth with this brother over here, man, my brother Jordan, man. And Jordan. You know what I mean?
What's up, man? That's my man.
You know what I mean?
He with us.
Clebo. You know what I mean?
Hey, Clebo.
And me and them.
That's our man, because he everywhere where we at.
Me and them go back and forth, man. Even to say, man, my cousin Mike, man, we ain't the best, man. But we go back and forth because I want you to be so much more. And they don't see it, brother. And you articulate it. It's the thing. It's like, what's going on? Why we keep? It's because you don't realize this ain't for me.
Absolutely,
it's for you. It's for you. It's for you. And the reason why we keep clashing and getting frustrated is because you not doing or you not living up to the potential that I see you as. So now this is why this is why I'm upset.
Absolutely.
This is why I ain't hitting you on the phone. This is why all that stuff happened.
Yo, my brother. I'm telling you, my little brother Watts, I'm gonna be straight up with you, man. When it come to me, he sees some other shit. Like, he sees some shit. I was like, this guy's no way I can fucking live up to that. But that's what he see. The same thing with him. That's what I see. Like, yo, you can be great. I got homeboys that can be like really like big and great. I tell my kid, I had to tell my son, do you think when you go to school that shit benefit me? You think when you miss school that shit affects me? Nigga, that's for you. I can take care of myself. I'm grown. I've been grown longer than you've been alive. My goal is older than you. The goal in my front is older than you, my nigga. So when you miss school, that shit fucking you up. I can read and write very well.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, our kids are smokers, my nigga. And I tell people all the time, I say, listen, they our kids. We love them. We have a different kind of love. But this world will fuck a parent up trying to manage a child that's want to fall down and get back up. Have at it. The world is an unforgiving place, champ.
Let's talk about that prom situation. People going crazy, going nuts.
I wish I might.
20, 30, 40,000 dollars.
I wish the fuck I might.
On the prom, so your kid can go.
Shit.
And then you dying.
Hey, my
Rent
man,
backed up and everything.
Klebo just posted some shit
I
about
spent
this.
40. I spent 40, 30 on my wedding. I would do that. Cause that's it. When I get married, that's it. That's it.
Right.
She the one. It's over.
Shout out to the wife.
So when I get married, I'm dropping that bag.
This is Merritt.
That's what I'm
Shout out
trying
to
to
the
tell
wife.
So you on your way to get married?
Yeah.
It's the Pope Catholic.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
What the hell? What you think? What you think?
800. It's a beautiful thing.
What you think? I'm just gonna have get it? What I'm just gonna be in a relationship for 42 years? I'm a grown ass man. Nigga, we tying this motherfucker up like umbilical cords.
Adult.
Yeah.
A whole adult.
Yeah. So listen, 100.
Yeah.
It's for the record. We got to do this. Top 7 Baltimore artists.
This
that
nigga
you
do
like.
this shit every motherfucking
They ain't
time.
said though. I
like
Cause
these.
he gonna say, yo, bro, like top 7 properties to do electrician, and I
I ain't got that number for you. You know that.
Right.
You know don't even come in.
He gonna say tech.
Yes,
tech.
That's all I know.
Tech. That's
all I know.
I already know what you gonna say.
That's it.
But 100 a little bit more like in the mix.
Yo, listen, listen. See, this the thing. I rocks with a lot of young guys that rap, and I like all of them differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what somebody, the consumer, might like. Now, me, I've been around since Clear Pepsi. I might not know some shit. You know, so I've been around before Boost Mobile.
Right.
So, the shit they might, I'm just getting on Roddy Rich. I ain't know yo was.
Me neither.
Yeah, that's my man. I put the new
My man swear to God,
on
he
the
don't
G.
go to Jodeci Kids.
That's my joint,
anyway,
though.
So, he swear.
I had them red bottoms.
So, if I had to pick 7.
Shop.
All right. I'm not gonna name all 7, but I know YG Tech would be in my shit because I just feel like you can never go wrong with bars.
Yeah.
Shorty got bars. I know you got some of the mumble rap. You can run with that. That's the R, but you can never go wrong with bars.
Shorty got soul too. He
and
reaches
he
back
from
to
our hood.
he reaches back into 80s loops and old music.
Yo, he
you
got
know
an
what I'm
old
saying?
soul. 100 been
That
saying
got
that
an old
from the
soul
first
that's like
episode.
hold up.
Right. Yo, so
You know what I mean?
Moose, I done heard some new shit from Moose.
Yeah, Moose
That
out of
niggas
control.
ain't here. That nigga is on a right now. He is fire. When he dropped this shit, this new shit, and I don't know about the old shit.
All
this
Moose
shit-
shit was hot.
I gotta take a chance. To look at it. I gotta look at it.
Fatty sound industry now.
Yeah.
Like it's like you can just send. You ain't got to package shit. You can just send Fatty in. The next 4, I like all the CTM, all of them.
Shout out to CTM, man. I'm waiting to get that interview with Paul when he dropped.
I think Damon Blue is amazing. Damon, I think he's better than all these singers.
Listen, I feel like Damon Blue and them and Los and Akbar, Skark Bar, they like my favorite.
You gonna count Los? You count Los?
I
mean, you said right now, Los kind of already in. Los is a rap and
But
a
Los
rapper,
is a
like,
classic though, man.
What
I
I'm
remember
saying
Los
is,
back in Northern,
I
man.
feel like they didn't
Los is a
get,
classic, man.
and Los probably hit me up, called me and told me I'm out of control. But I feel like them artists, and like we talked earlier in the show, taking the wave into the new wave. Because at the end of the day, it's not hard to see a rocker, yo, I'm on Cash Money Records. I need something with Weezy. Cause Weezy the man. Like, yo,
but
at the end of the day,
Weezy
how
ain't
old niggas
start off
survive.
like that. It was that nigga had that nigga in the
He put the
studio
work in.
all day long, and he became what he became. So you can see somebody with potential Yeah, definitely text, box check. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the shit I'm talking about.
Box check.
See what I'm saying? It's too many, man. I ain't saying no more names, man. It's too many of them.
No, check hard.
Who the other dude that got the song?
Tick.
Hellcat.
Tick. The new guy that got the song on the radio.
What the
Hellcat?
Hellcat? I remember when the Hellcat with the top back. YMC
TMC.
TMC. Yep. Shout out and they say he
President Davo. Like President Davo,
Shorty. Shorty. He done went platinum, and nobody don't want to get a shout out and give credit.
This is what I said about Lil X last time.
X the one.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You need to start this. Yo, listen, yo. Lil X got a real following, my nigga, because, like I said, yo, he's relatable to his generation. And there's a lot of older guys might not agree, but he's relatable to his generation. And niggas be really feel him. Yo, got shot. Yo, come about that shit. He doing good. Yo, he's a prime example. Yo, if you just be true with yourself. And that's what I tell you last time. One thing, you can disagree or not disagree. You can't say he lies. He honest. This nigga wake up, he ain't even wash his face, he talking shit. You gotta respect that.
He said white boys used to chase me in South Baltimore. Now I should smack the shit out them niggas when I see him, cause they all dope things.
That's what I'm saying. Like yo, even if you don't like his reality TV alone, he gonna eat. I just watch him. Yeah. I get on the page and tell y'all be talking shit. I said, this nigga, wow, this is my man. He fucks with me. I fuck with him. That's my nephew. But he'd get on that motherfucker and start talking shit. I said, this motherfucker early in the morning talking shit. I'm on my way to work out. This motherfucker already talk shit.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't even blame him, because if you ain't never been really shot before and laid up in a hospital and fighting for yours,
got the pictures on there.
Yeah, like I understand.
When they was killing with the morphine, all that.
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm into that, and I respect them so much, because it's like, yo, when you make nothing out of something, it really counts. When the nigga get on the gram and say the white boys used to chase me down South Bud, I'm gonna take my bite. Now all of them on my dick. That's what he said. Like, now I should just smack the shit out them niggas. Like, yo, I remember yo gave me a hard way to go for no reason. You know what I mean?
Even to take it further than, him being shot. As a Muslim, I was asked to wash my little cousin body.
You told me about that?
Lord have mercy. So,
what was the oil you put him in?
I forgot the name of the oil.
I want to be buried in
Can. Yeah, ban her to Izzy. But Izzy ain't gone.
No,
it's so many of them. But anyway.
Is he the one? Is he?
He can go. Once he did that shit when he robbed the whole industry, that was talent.
Yeah. Is he like that? Is he like that? Shout out to Ban Hunter, Izzy, Ban Hunter Jug.
I think where that thing at, man, is I even fall short of this, man, is us not shouting them brothers out. You feel what I'm saying? When they go through this. I remember the brother was, he was laid up. You feel what I'm saying? He came out with a video after he got shot up, man. It was crazy. I was like, I seen it, but we get so caught up in our own things and just moving.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that's the thing about life. Like, life will send you all these different directions.
But it's not only that. You want to know why? It's because us as black people and not having it, we try so hard to do so many things and to have it. Like, I work a 9 to 5 all day as a paralegal, and I'm still running my electrical contractor business, doing this, being here with this brother. It's just too much. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And we try to gain, and that's another thing we lacking. We try to gain the capital so we can have other assistants or other people do different jobs. Right? You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. It was something happened in my hood, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. Power of Islam and the Sunni community. I was fucked up. I ain't getting no money no other way. My truck went down. Man, I had to call the gut Muslim brothers. No bullshit. No bullshit. Handed, yo. It hurt me, bring tears in my eyes. Caught that lick, brother. I ain't got it. I'm not in the street show. You know what's up. I sell you whatever. Brother say, what's wrong? I said, my shit $560. 2 Muslim brothers, man, gave me the money and get my truck out.
Beautiful, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. Yo, listen, I tell dudes,
we got that pride, man. I don't do that.
Stop posting what you do for people.
And you said that.
Because it lessens the value. Yo, you're supposed to give charity in such secrecy that your right hand don't know what your left hand doing.
Because I was going to call you, too.
Yo, I'm the most...
Nigga,
listen, my nigga. Yo, this no bullshit. I don't give a fuck
Take
about
how you
money,
wanna
yo.
take it. I need it.
You know how much money I give away to people? Yo, I was doing PRP work. I don't give a fuck about no money, my nigga.
Right.
And listen, I didn't name myself 100 grand. My brother did. I've been giving money away for years. I don't care about that shit. It's about the act. Bro, it's about what money could afford. Comfortability.
Yeah.
Nigga, if I got a clean pair of drawers and a hot pocket probably in Sports Center, I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that because I've been generous for years.
Man, keep saying the SC, man.
You motherfucking right. Man. Don't fucking play. I watch that shit on. I fall asleep with that on. Sports Center, oh shit. LeBron. Yo, I'm a big LeBron fan. But let me say about my little cousin because it changed me. Look, this was my little cousin. His mother name is Mo. She's Little Mo. Her mother is Big Mo. My nickname is Mimo. And I got named after her mother because I used to run to her like, Mimo. Mimo's brother picked me up. So that was my nickname. This is Little Mo's son. This is my family. His father is Ducon's childhood homeboy. Used to fight shit like that. Like this the nigga that I fought so long at the school we took breaks. Shit, nigga, we need break shit. That's how long I fought. It's like we close like that. So he asked me to help wash his body. And I thought the most afraid I ever been in my life was in the federal courthouse. Mm-hmm. I never sweated like that. You would have thought I did 700 burpees. But him asking me to do that, I was afraid. Yo, and this is the crazy thing. Even the dude that what's the mortician? He didn't even want to go in the fucking room. You know, he back there. God damn. That was the slowest walk of my life, my nigga. So I walked back there. He on the steel table. And this is my little cousin. This guy looked up to me like I just told you. I wish I was a better example. He had so many holes in him, man. He had so many holes in him. It was like, I'm thinking like, what could he have possibly done for a person to overkill him? You know, when you see the movies, you never see the finished product when a nigga run down on a nigga, hit a nigga up. I'm not no angel, my nigga. I done been shot and shot motherfuckers. I ain't standing around. But when you see the finished product, bro,
it's terrible.
The wire of his head, it feel like oatmeal, and rigor mortis sit in, and we can't wash through his hands because his hands keep bending up. And he looked like fucking Frankenstein, my nigga, my little cousin. And his father crying, talking about, I wasn't there to wash you as a child, but I can wash you now. You never change a man. Like, yo, you realize what another man can do to another. He said, wait, do you see what another man can do to another? I seen it. That's why I give respect on a high level. The most dangerous thing I can say to another human being is I don't want no trouble. Because after that, it's game time. Because I mean it. I don't want no trouble. I never said that I won't confront trouble. I said I don't want it. Because I know what comes with trouble. I got to hunt. Somebody going to hunt on me. I do something to their peoples. They do something to my peoples. And it's a perpetual cycle of bullshit.
Shit.
So you only hear about the murders. You don't hear about the niggas that survived. Shit. That's coming back to try to shoot your mother house up. The most dangerous thing I can say to a motherfucker, yo, I don't want no trouble because I let my pride go. I don't care who's right or wrong. You can be dead wrong. I don't want no trouble. My nephew is in the league. I'm just down in Miami with him. Mm-hmm. You know, a nigga bumped him. We going to his agent's party. Nigga bump him. He gay pumped nigga. He an athlete nigga in the league. He about to fight a nigga. Guess what I said? The nigga was dead wrong. You got that, brother. No problem. We went there. I got drunk and shit and got dragged out the club. The point I'm making is when you see certain shit, one thing I'm always gonna do, I'm gonna try. Hey, yo, what's going on? I'm gonna be diplomatic. Like, how can we squash it? Like, call my phone. I don't care nobody think about me.
We done been through too much, man. We done seen too much death, man. You feel what I'm saying, man?
We shouldn't be numb to death like that.
Nah,
it's off me to cry in a funeral. How the hell I gonna cry in a funeral and a nigga I knew for 20 years?
Yeah,
it's a thing, and
I'm hurt.
And it's just like the younger brothers out here, the young kids. Oh man, you know Yo got killed. That's just
this shit a third world country, man.
It's a thing.
How you ain't numb to death? Like it's cool, like we going to a fucking cookout?
It's a thing, man.
Think about it. We go to first, like we going to cookouts, my nigga. I've been to more funerals than weddings, more funerals than baby showers, more funerals than graduations in the last 8 months. What kind of world is this we live in? This whole shit is you know what this shit is, my nigga? This is Grand Theft Auto in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Niggas just shooting, popping drugs, and selling drugs,
killing for pennies.
But ain't no reset button, my man told me today. Hit me early this morning, I was going to work out. He said, boy, ain't no reset button. This shit crazy.
And where you think that come from, though? Say you got to answer that, like.
Please.
What's the...
I'm waiting.
Yeah, what's like... Because, like, you on the tier, and I can speak of this because I know him before the tier. So I don't even look at our friendship like that because I know one thing for sure, and I ain't never get to tell you this. But I tell you this is free. I know when you went on that tier and you knew you got me on that tier, I knew you knew deep down inside there's one motherfucker on this tier that's going to go with me 100%. I don't give a fuck what we bump heads with you. When you got in that fight in the shower, I was so mad that Jules ain't say shit. Like, I'm going to go get the on to get ready for Juma. And I'm like, yo. Then he came back. He came back. Jules, Jules came back. Like, say Khalil was up there fighting. I'm like, what the fuck you mean he was fighting? You ain't going. No, I wasn't doing that. So I'm just so mad at him. Like, yo, why you ain't just let me out the cell? We was going trash, yo. Like, wasn't no way around that. But he did it for a reason because he said, yo, it would have been a whole war about that because I knew if you'd have got out in the cell, you'd have faked like they was going head up. Then you'd have went in the shower. I don't know no other way to do it. I'm going in the shower. It's my man. Yeah, he can't report up time. He was fighting head on. I was out there popping, yo.
Man. So and you know and when in that instance, man, Ham, you feel me? And I'm gonna look at you and tell you in that instance, you got to be able to think. You feel what I'm saying? I know that I had to handle that with him.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it was a disrespect thing and it was in prison.
You got it. Certain
you feel what I'm saying? It's certain things I can't avoid. But when I can't avoid it, I gotta manage the collateral damage to it. So when they able to manage, I'm not gonna, man, yo, I want to tell you I'm beefing with this. Nah, because I know I had a whole bunch of Muslim brothers behind me. Yeah. People, you got to think about people that's going home next week. People that's going home in a couple of months. That's gonna mess they bit up.
The keys.
You feel what I'm saying? This is what I'm telling you.
Listen, honey, I gave my word.
Yeah,
yo was fighting, I was popping.
So in that instance, and it's the same way. I don't know why brothers don't carry this in the streets, man. In that instance, man, you got to try to minimize the collateral damage. It's something that's a disagreement that may have to be a knuckle up situation to what I said earlier. The checks and balances to keep things balanced. Ain't no checks out there in the street. That's why things is unbalanced. You understand what I'm saying? He had to get checked, and we balanced it with the respect. You feel me? In the streets now, man, what we have, this is what I'm telling you. What we have now in the streets, you got people out here shooting little kids, old ladies, old women getting shot, and it's no checks. Ain't nobody behind. Yo, what you did that? Something got it. Nah, that ain't nothing. No, it's a yo go hard. So now he builds momentum to continuously keep perpetuating this thing that it is to him when he beefing to shoot a whole crowd up.
Yo, my thing is like, as just like a, you know, being a man is a title of responsibility. Whether you're a young man or an old man, or whatever. What's in your spirit when you think you can just shoot with a kid? Like this is all I'm saying, yo. One thing, it's 24 hours in a day. Yeah. I told you before, I was both. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? You niggas are wait on you.
Yeah.
You really can't. You can't come back or. I'm gonna tell you a story that.
Keep it clean.
My little, I'm not gonna go with his name. My little cousins got to beefing with some West Baltimore guys I know that was up. You know what I'm saying? And my little cousins went hard, and the West Baltimore guys went hard. But the difference between my little cousins and the West Baltimore guys at the time, the West Baltimore guys had all the money. All of it. But it was so personal that they wanted to do something to my cousins just before they found out they was actually my cousin. My cousin don't even know the story. Boom. So He tell me that they come over my way, but they in the alley. One of my man from West was with the other dude that was beefing my cousin. He wanted to shoot the crowd up. And we all was over there. I remember that he explained the day, he told me what I had on and everything. And he looked like, oh, that's my man. I don't do that or whatever. Like, man, the nigga was, I don't know him. So just say my man wasn't there. Innocent by, I get it. I don't know what my cousin did. Just so happened, he reached out to me the next day. And we went on and chopped it up. And I went on and squashed it behind closed doors where my little cousins ain't never know. But see, he just was man enough at that time. They're like, hell no, that's my man. I'm not. It was 2 situations like that with me. I'm going to tell you the second one. But at that time, I dodged the bullet because the guy, we was good. I'm content and character, bro.
Honey,
he
you
used
see
the
that?
same guys to wear my clothes on the visit in a new jail.
You see that communication right there?
Right there. I
You
didn't
feel
know
what
none
I'm
of this.
saying? That miscommunication, how many murders we done seen that done happened on the streets or things we done know that happened in the neighborhoods because of a lack of communication.
Yep. All right.
Because the dude already, he on that
Yep.
whole time he not.
Yep.
But we too big to go and communicate
Yep.
and talk about it
Yep.
and try to alleviate it. Then we let the outsiders
But that-
get in our head and chopping
Bang.
our ear.
Another situation. I'm performing at 5 Seasons. Man tell me this shit years later. He said this little man hit him, yo, it's this motherfucking rat nigga fucking with my girl. I don't know who the fuck I was fucking with. I was doing some all kinds of shit back then.
Right.
I was rapping.
That
So-
girl stuff play.
He come down there with my man. They come in the club. They was gonna lay on me when I left. My man look at see me on stage like, nigga, you crazy? You trying to get all of us killed? That's my man. Like he and remember, I didn't even see him that night in the club. He told me this shit years later. But and he was from West. The point I'm making is, I'm not caught up on geographical location. I'm on man time. He knew that I was a man. He knew that if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have carried it the exact same way, man.
Right.
Like, is you crazy? You want to try to do something to this man? He said he just went down there just out of curiosity. He said he probably wasn't going to do nothing. But he said when he seen me, like, yo, is you crazy? But that's pretty much what it was, yo. But nowadays, dudes are just shoot. They just shoot, don't care. Yo, it is what it is. We'll see the finished product. Merritt, we'll see it tomorrow.
Yeah, murder. I remember in the summertime, free YBG Sosa. I said, yo, I was in the podcast spot. I was like, yo, Murder Inc. followed me, so I blocked him and did all that shit. What the fuck? I don't want to follow us the police. And my man was like, Sosa was like, nah, yo, it's a regular person that do Murder Inc. Like, yo, they don't even follow nobody. He was like, yo, they following you. They interested in, you know what I mean, what you got going on. But I was like, bro, I ain't feeling that just with Murder Inc. and the shit that they posted. Like, they posted my brother got killed. And they posted my brother, and I wasn't feeling that. Like, hold up. Like, y'all got to be careful because a bunch of people, and then people so stupid. Yo, you commenting on that
That's a hurting
page.
feeling, yo.
Like, yo, you see your people's
like,
on there.
what happens is a lot of times I get texts in the morning. Yo, my little brother send me texts on YouTube every goddamn. This motherfucker just stay on YouTube. But he'll send me shit because I don't even be knowing dudes be dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I just hit hit the text and that shit will pop. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how the hell he get,
How you get killed?
Yep. Like the little dude D-Day, man.
That's terrible.
From what I knew from him, he didn't even come with that kind of energy, man. It was I heard he was with somebody and
it just be your day and you don't even know what it be that day. But Sekwan, tell us a little bit about Be More Lightning.
So it's called Lightning Electric, right?
Lightning Electric.
Be More Electric is the Instagram name I use because of course we want to be more, man. I think that needs to be promoted a lot more. That's a good thing that they use. I guess back in the day, you know what I mean. But we want to be more of everything, man, that we could be, man. But Lightning Electric, man, that's my electrical contracting company, man. And what I want to do is, man, utilize Lightning Electric, man, is a way, man, to get us in, man, and try to I'm not even gonna say take advantage, man, but use the resources, the building resources that's going on in Baltimore right now around us to create jobs, to create careers. You understand what I'm saying? And when I say create jobs, I don't want just brothers, man, to just be working as electricians, like we just the laborers. I'm trying to take it to another level. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was showing you, Hunter, man, before. It's a lot more that comes, a lot of more positions available in electrical contracting company. Okay. You know what I mean? Estimating, bidding, going out on pre-bid conferences, going out to these trade shows that they have that we not there in. Mm-hmm. That's the majority. You know, we gotta say what it is, what it is. That's white dominant. Right. We not out there as the construction guys. But we build in America. We working and building America. Yep. So that's what Light and Electric wants to do, man. You know, we want to get more capital because, you know, that's one of the things, you know, we struggling with, man. It's capital, man. We want to get more capital, man, to hire more guys to not only be electricians, but to be estimators. Mm-hmm. You know, we need a guy on material. You know, we need accountants in play. We need somebody in collections. We need somebody to be together to putting down contracts. You feel what I'm saying? We need somebody answering the phone every time Light and Electric get a call and say they lights is out, and tell them a price and dispatch and get somebody out there. You understand what I'm saying? We need a facility. You know, we need an office space. We need a warehouse. We need men. You feel what I'm saying? In order to be really competitive. You feel what I'm saying? I get joints, man, all day long, man. A Light and Electric email, man. They just hit me, man. It's crazy. My freaking phone died. But they just hit me, man, and told me, man, because I didn't say that, right? We got our MBE, Minority Business Enterprise Certification. Mm-hmm. Right. You feel me? Last week. And let me chime in on that. You know, I always do the education piece. Don't think just because you own a business as a minority, right, that you are a minority business, right? And you say that, oh, they got to give me ends on the contract. I'm a minority. No, you have to go through a process to be certified by the state of Maryland or by MDOT, the Maryland Department of Transportation, to be certified as a minority business, right? Once you certify as a minority business, then that mandate that's in place, when I say mandate, I say there's something that's guaranteed that they have to do, right? These developers and contractors have to use 29% of the job on minorities. So real quick, if the contractors, the developers got $1 million job, $290,000 of that job has to go to minority contractors, right? And that's only if you are certified as such. The way you get certified as such, the first thing you do is when you get your LLC, you got to make sure it's in the clear for 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? After that, you got to make sure your paperwork in order. Make sure your business account is set up. Make sure that looks right. And make sure whatever business that you're doing, right, you keep all your paperwork in order, because you got to get an interview on that, right, by the Maryland Department of Transportation. But once they certify you as that, then you are, qualified as a minority business. Then those contractors have to use you. And let's not get it misconstrued. Those developers that's coming in Baltimore City, you feel what I'm saying, developing and building downtown Eagle Street, Fells Point area, they are not meeting that mandate, that threshold of that 29% of contractors. Why? Because there's not enough of us out there. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what, with the permission of Allah, I wanted to do with Light and Electric, man. You know what I mean? I'm 36 years old. I've been home 2 years and 3 months. And I don't say that as a boasting fact. You feel me? I don't say, oh, yeah, I've been home 2 years and 3 months, what you've been doing. No, I say that as of what we can do with the right knowledge and the right guidance. Absolutely. You feel what I'm saying? With the right resources, how much more, right, be more we can be. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get in this game, man. So that's what I'm really trying to do with Light and Electric, man, is really be, that beacon of light, man, for other brothers that are plumbers or whatever what may have you, man, that come behind me, man. Let's be these contractors, man. Let's get in on what's going on, man, so we cannot just have these developers have a mandate is, oh, you got to hire within the community. No, we could contract and we could hire ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? Let's meet that threshold. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's what Light and Electric is doing, man. And, since we've been up, man, I got my master's July last year. Since we've been up with the permission of Allah, we've passed all inspections. We have no, we had no faults in none of our, installations and things of that nature. And, again, and we charge, we pay our guys top dollar. We're not paying our guys $10, $12 an hour. So when it go to 100, this is one thing I'm running to right now. you know, us brothers that's out there that's real estate moguls, and I'm talking to y'all because a lot of y'all I dealt with y'all, you know, us brothers that's in the real estate and real estate agents, y'all still trying to pay the less the less price y'all can pay to get electric done. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you off the break, man. In order for to have your electric done right and to go through BG&E and rewire these old 1970, 80-year homes, you feel what I'm saying? In order to rewire these homes, which every home that you look at, you know, we see all these fires. Every home that we look at that was built in the 50s needs their wiring updated. You feel what I'm saying? And for you to come to me, and when I give you a price of $9,000 or $10,000 to completely rewire your house from top to bottom, you try to run to someone else without a license to get it for $6,000 to $7,000. You feel what I'm saying? Because you trying to create your bottom line. You trying to make the maximum profit, and then you call me after everything messed up. Like, I want you to make sure this is right. Now you got me and my guys out of a job because you being greedy. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, let's not get it misunderstood. I am employing our community, but I'm also employing whites. We ain't got no racist thing going on here. Right. You feel me? We employing anybody, but we trying to create opportunities for our city through an identifier or a guy like me that was formerly incarcerated. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what Lightning Electric is doing. So when we give you that price tag, that same white price tag as most of the Michael and Sons and the big other electricians that you will hire, don't shed away. You feel what I'm saying? Don't shed away from that. That's what it is. And we doing impeccable work. I'm going to stand straight by it. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is cold. Everything is up to date. I'm not playing, and we not joking with this thing. You feel what I'm saying? So when we give you that price, that's what it is. Paying and let you know that we going to take you from beginning to end until final inspection. Everything's passed. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we trying to do, man. It's hard, man, 100, man, because, you know, our own people look at us and we devalue ourselves, and they always looking for a deal and looking for a break. It's like, yo, we are who we are. This is the number. This is what it is. We ain't trying to tax you. This is the going rate. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, like you pay for what you want in this life, yo. But just to add to that, not to get off the subject, to go in the same lane that you going down. I was talking about the Kobe Bryant thing and how our people devalue us. I mean, like, just try to tear us apart. The man is dead. He lost his daughter with him, and they talking about some fucking rape case. Yeah.
With a female, Gail King, a black woman.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. With a female that had 62 different semens in her. But it's the truth. And then it was allegedly. Look up the word alleged. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man did. What the fuck? He's a legend. And you still want to tell. I'm talking about at the death. And it's our people mostly, man. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad, man.
You ain't going to 100, man, and I'm sure you know this, man. We got the most buying power out of any of the nations, man. Out of any of the
Hell
races,
yeah, man. You know
shit. we got a billion, billions of dollars of buying power, man. And we choose to spend the money. You feel what I'm saying? Especially Christmas time, man. We choose to spend the money outside of our community. You know what I mean? They say that's the biggest thing. And I understand you got guys out there, you feel what I'm saying, that play games. You got us, you know, that sometimes we can't fit the bill. You feel what I'm saying? But when you do see and you do run into a brother that can, pay that man. You see a brother that's doing something positive, like I came here with, Big Ham with his podcast. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's do it. And I understand what you're saying, for us supporting you and things of that nature. We trying to get to that so we can pay for advertisement spots. You feel what I'm saying? We trying to get that so we can do that. So you can pay bills and get big and, have things like the way you need it in order to provide for you and your family legitimately, which is creating a way. Where we at? What's this? 10:31 at night. You know what I mean? 10 years ago, where we was at? We was on the corner.
Yeah.
10, 12, 15 years ago, we was on the corner. But where we at? We inside of a hookah lounge chilling, nothing illegal, you feel what I'm saying? Trying to build, with each other and trying to put the word out there, man, trying to motivate and empower brothers, man, throughout our city, man. You feel what I'm saying? So let's do that, man. You know what I mean? The more we support each other, man, the more that we give and recirculate this dollar, man, to each other, man, the more we can grow as a people.
As a people.
As a people, but anything y'all want to say, starting with you, 100, before we get out of here, where they can find you out on social media?
Man, they can find me at 100 Grandman Instagram. That's probably all of the platform I got, man. I just when I feel something in my heart to say, I just say it. That's pretty much it.
And we respect it 100%.
And I do. I mean, I will go out and speak. This is high schools, colleges, whoever. Even you want me to talk to your kids personally, man, I don't have a problem.
That's right.
So say where they can find you at on social media.
You know, you can find me, man, at Be More Electric, man. We got Be More Electric. Also, we got Lightning Electric YouTube channel, man. We got some videos of some things we doing, man. And also, you can find me, man, at my direct line, man. 443-480-5589, man. You know what I mean? Keeping it 100, man. You can find me on my direct line, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, man. You need anything electrical done, man. You need, your inspector's report and anything of that certified. Again, let me put that out there. Master License Insured Electrical Contracting Company, man.
Yeah,
Let's go, man. Let's get it done, man.
And listen,
also, man, we trying to create a thing, man. In the future, once we get more contracts, man, call us, man, for work or even any questions, man. If you an electrician, man, and you trying to get through something, damn, man, honey, you had to do the yarn on me?
Oh, yeah. No. I'm sorry. No, I'm talking. I'm older. I'm not young no more. I take naps and all that shit, man.
I'm gonna go ahead.
No. You keep on talking. I'm just letting you know that's just me, bro.
I'm messing with you.
I take real naps and shit. This shit real,
bro. I'm messing with you, big bro, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, man, any brothers, man, out there, want to be inspired, man, electrician, man, just call me, man. I answer questions.
See what I'm saying? Got jobs, man. I'm trying to tell you.
We got jobs, we got the brothers in community. But listen, I thank both of y'all brothers for coming out tonight, and I really appreciate it. And these brothers, I'm already setting the date. These brothers will be back in March. April, May, June.
No
because
problem.
You know why? Because I'm Muslim.
I'll be back anytime.
And anything the Muslim community got going on, this is the platform for them to come and show it. You know what I mean? It's called RAWDOPE Podcast. It's not promoting dope. It's not promoting no negativity. It stands for the rawest and dopest interviews on the planet. And the razor blades mean that we cutting through the barrels. That's it.
Your motivational skills, bro. You don't pump a nigga up. Had to put a battery in a nigga bag.
Yes.
He cut through the bullshit.
This was happening in the joint, man. That's crazy, man. I got the book, man. This was happening. He thought about this, man, in prison, man.
Yeah.
MCIJ, man, to see him.
JCI,
excuse me. JCI, man. To see him to do it now, man. It's awesome, man.
And listen, we just gonna get into this last song, this RAWDOPE Podcast. I'm your host, Hand 5000, 100 Grandman, Sekwan, Merritt. They in the fucking building. If you need that electric, the Muslim brothers, I love them. The Musala, Jumar Friday, tune in, go to Jumar. And listen, like the brothers, I'm gonna post their stuff tomorrow. And if you need any type of work with a house, man, this man came from the bottom. You know what I mean? These mans come from the bottom. This man can teach your kids. This man can teach a whole generation. Allow him to do that. This man want to bring his crew of young guys and older guys. This man got guys 45. This man got guys 21 that know what they doing, man. Bring them in there and let them handle the job, man.
Absolutely.
And this is RAWDOPE Podcast, and I'm your host, Hand 5000. And this is Song of the Week from Spaz with the Bag and Tony Buzz, man. We out of here.
Open that bitch up.
This is one of the best ones ever, boy. I'm over this motherfucker. No, I'm getting number now. Shit, I might see some young niggas in you. You ain't saying
cut up on this tape, dummy.
Drag.
No problem. You said
Under the bag, I keep grinding to the top where I'm going straight shining. Got that Ruger on my lap, reclining. Told all of my fam it's out timing. Yeah, I'm out of the bag, I keep grinding to the top where I'm going straight shining. Got that Ruger on my lap, reclining.
DJ on the
it's out timing. From a city that's ready with no pity. Twisting sticky in the backwood, nigga, we too litty. See my niggas that's booked locked down, they too busy. Still got shooters that's gon' shoot for the no whiskey. Got niggas that's on them back blocks, they like Hawaii. Try and find me a connect out in Hawaii. If I'm higher than Mars, motherfucker, I'm on Pluto. Flip my money so many ways, it's like judo. All my dogs skit and bite, they like Cujo. I ain't with the foolery, dummy, I'm chasing mucho. Shout out Lord Spaz with the bag, we taking over shit. Disrespect, yo, if you want, you catching hollow tips. Niggas be doing the most and I ain't with the shit. Hating cause niggas is up and they be broke as shit. Well, I'm nothing like you fake whack rap niggas. You little niggas bad, go and hit a pack, nigga. Yeah, I'm out of the bag, I keep grinding to the top where I'm going straight shining. Got that Ruger on my lap, reclining. Told all of my fam it's our timing. Yeah, I'm out of the bag, I keep grinding. To the top where I'm going straight shining. Got that Ruger on my lap, reclining. All of my fam it's our timing.
Drag season, so you know my nigga steady pimpin'. My old head 33, that nigga shoot like Pimpin'. It's 100 bands and I will change, no it ain't no switching. It ain't a nigga in the city that can't say I'm gifted. She love the way I switch my swag, I keep on some Jordans. I need to level with my bag to get them Michael Morris. I left her shorty in the past and she still annoying. I know my exes all mad, they wanna take me back. My new baby real skinny but fat in the bag. My brother got a new Mac and it's all black. He bought to take a nigga off, ain't no strings attached. I promise once you leaving, nigga, ain't no coming back. My city don't believe it, nigga, I said I'm nice. My own man's hating on me, gotta watch my back. No, I don't trust a living soul, I can't get it.